morning.
Good morning, everyone.
How are we?
I'm all right. Are you
Yeah,
all right?
I'm really good, yeah. Welcome to YGTV with myself, Sean Ryan, the wonderful Bex Edwards. Matt is doing all the technical things. And if you've never shopped with us before, free delivery on everything on the show.
Yay!
Yay! Even big things like this.
We got lots of big things. It's wonderful at this time of year because everything's just growing rampantly, isn't it? So
Yes.
there's so many big plants for you.
We were saying it really gardening changes so much throughout the year, and in winter we sell obviously a lot of bare roots and lots of perennials that may be dying back a bit, but everything looks fabulous right now. I mean, amazing actually.
Yeah.
And we have got quite an unusual selection, I'd say.
Well, as always, this is what we bring into the potting shed, isn't it? We talk about gardening for everyone, and that means, you know, the size of garden, the money that you've got to spend, what budget you've got, and I think we do this very well on a weekly basis. We bring something for everybody.
Well, just to give you the heads up, we have got a citrus collection coming up that are huge, under £43 for a lemon and an orange.
Very good.
We've got a favourites table over there, and I really love the Salvia.
Yeah, it is a beautiful one. The Salvia amistad. We've also got the beautiful Echinacea green.
Yeah. In fact, should we wander over?
Let's
shall we? Just to remind everyone, because I know some of you may be new to our live show. You've got to use that special offer code, which is YGTV 3125. That gives you a free delivery on everything on the show. Also unlocks any promotions as well. There will be two prices on the screen.
They will, and we always want the lowest price, don't we? Please.
We do.
We want to pay the lowest price, and that is your club membership price. You can join the club today. It costs you just £10, and you'll get a 15% discount off the pots. Oh, I forgot to bring the pots in again.
Oh.
The pots, the compost, and the plants that you'll find in the potting shed. Plus, you can get that saving by shopping the website as well. Costs you just £10 to join, and you can start saving on your first order.
Yeah.
So that's the club price there. Look, we want
Now,
that one, please.
And those details are for this stunning Salvia. Look at the size of it. It's in a 3-litre pot, and with your club discount, delivered for £11.04, which is absolutely phenomenal. And it's all in flower.
It is. There's beautiful flowers appearing at the top of that plant. Now, once those flowers start to open up, and particularly you can see it on that one at the front there, we've got one of those beautiful trumpet blooms just starting to open up on the edge there. It is very dramatic, very intense colour that you get from it. Plus, this is an absolute magnet to bees and butterflies. It's a very wildlife-friendly plant, and it's award-winning. It's got the RHS Award of Garden Merit and their badge that says it's perfect for pollinators. So you are getting a stunner with this one.
Yeah, and I just love that colour, don't
Yes.
you? Really do.
Beautiful.
Now, we say, on an average winter, would probably make it to the winter, but I'd always put a bit of mulch around it.
I think a good mulch layer over the top and around it, this is definitely going to make a difference and help you to get it through. It can get nice and big in actual fact, so this could get to 4 feet in height, so this is going to be a really good one for your mixed borders, adding a bit of height sort of towards the back of the border as well. Plus, it can have a very long flowering season. Once this is in and establishing, this can be flowering from midsummer, so from about sort of June time, but it can flower late for you as well. It can go through to sort of October and even November.
I was saying to Bex, I remember my mum having one of these in her last garden. It was beautiful, and you're right, it did flower pretty much all summer long.
Yeah.
So we think that is one of the absolute standout deals today.
Definitely.
£11.04 for club members. Let us know what you think of that one. I just love the colour. I think it's stunning.
Beautiful colour.
Now, I keep meaning to buy these. Have you got these?
No, I haven't actually. I love the idea of it.
Yeah, I do. I don't know
Yeah.
why I've not bought these yet, but these are the blackberry cascade, and they really are fantastic.
They're
actually.
cute as
Yeah,
well.
you get all 3 of them today. £11.97, and these are straight from the nursery today. They're all in flower, and they are beginning to form fruits.
Yeah, there's flowers, there's fruit starting to form, and this is your wonderfully compact blackberry plant. Okay, so blackberry picking is something I remember doing as a kid. I've even taken my kids going out blackberry picking. It's a really exciting thing to do. But you've got 2 really exciting things here. First of all, this stays nice and compact. Secondly, there are no thorns.
Whee!
Yeah, so those are the 2 main reasons you're going to go for this one.
And it does mean, I mean, I always bang on about this, but it's really great if we could all grow a bit more fruit and veg. But most people, you know, most people don't have allotments. Most people don't have space in the garden to have a complete veg area. But some of the new varieties, like the blackberry cascade, they allow everybody, even if you've got a small little garden, to grow your own fruit. And as Bex was saying, you can grow these in hanging baskets because they kind of gently cascade. You can grow them in pots and containers. But I love the fact that they are thornless, so you could get the kids involved, you could get the grandkids involved. They look really attractive as well. You know, I think when they're in flower, they're beautiful, but when they're covered in fruits of different colours, depending obviously the age of the fruit, they look quite magical, don't they?
They really do.
Yeah, I like those.
I just love being able to go and pick the fruit straight from the plant and pop them straight in your mouth, or make some pies or puddings or things with them. It's a really exciting prospect. And right, blackberry bushes, okay, they can be quite annoying, can't they? 'Cause they get big.
Yeah.
There's one at the back of my house that's constantly trying to get, back of the garden, but the other side of the fence, is constantly trying to get into my garden. But that's the really big sort of, rampant variety. It tries to come under the fence, it tries to come over the fence.
They're a menace.
They are.
Yeah, they are. You know, because they do get everywhere. They do tangle themselves around. It's like barbed wire, isn't it? That's how I see them.
And you've got to put your great big gauntlet gloves on to go and prune them down and get rid of them. But this, you don't have that problem. It's not going to get rampant, and it hasn't got any thorns. Look, no thorns.
It's a brilliant. I mean,
it quite happily.
To me,
there's no thorns anywhere on this plant.
That is amazing beauty, and look how pretty the flowers are as well. So, it's a really unusual variety of blackberry called Cascade. It has so many great things about it, doesn't it? So I love the fact that it's thornless, love the fact it's compact, love the fact that it gently trails, and it looks really pretty and produces, most importantly, beautiful tasting, delicious sweet blackberries. I say sweet, blackberries are kind of sweet but with a little bit of sour, aren't they?
Yeah, they're really good. They're really good for you though.
Yeah, they are.
They're high in vitamins and antioxidants and that sort of thing, so they're really good for you. Now, you've seen the pictures of it in a hanging basket, which would be the ideal place for it in actual fact, because it'll just cascade down over the edges of the hanging basket. I would protect it because birds do quite like blackberries. So once the fruits start to appear later on in the summer, sort of between August to October is when we normally go blackberry picking. Maybe a little bit of netting over there just to stop the birds getting to them.
But again, because they're compact, only about 50 by 50 centimetres, it is easy to protect them as well. I think that's really, something rather special, and I should definitely buy those.
Yeah.
I meant to buy them earlier on the season. I'm glad I didn't actually, because his price is better. So £11.97, or if you are one of our many tens of thousands of club members, your price is £10.17. That is for 3, and that is delivered. So it works out £3.36 each.
Well done.
Hey, Matt's checking. £3.36. Go on, check Matt. That's the club price. Yeah, £3.36. Oh, £3.39. That's rubbish for me, isn't it? Oh, that's sorry. Do you know what? I'm not
close.
Yeah, well.
It was a few pennies between friends. It doesn't matter.
Should have just played it safe. Less than £3.40 a plant. But yeah, brilliant value for money. Right, we are going to move on now though to a stunning climbing rose known as Summer Sweetheart.
Sweetheart. You went right northern then.
Did I? Summer Sweetheart. Oh, do you know what? I think back to that summer, and she were definitely my Summer Sweetheart.
My Summer Sweetheart.
She were my Summer Sweetheart. Yvonne. Right, this is, I don't know why I went northern. I am from York, by the way.
You are northern, that's why.
So this is the Summer Sweetheart, as my posh voice. 1445. Isn't it an amazing colour?
Yeah, proper red. This.
Yeah.
Actual proper scarlet red you're getting from this one. Repeat flowering, very impressive. You've got those beautiful bright red petals on there, the yellow centre. It's got a little scent to it as well. So, when this gets covered in those flowers, obviously it's going to be really a beautiful scent filling your garden. It is a climber, so remember that this needs a support, something to climb up, trellis up a wall, that sort of thing, so that it can climb up there, and it will get to, good 2.5, maybe even up to 3.5 metres. So this is really going to fill those gorgeous spaces for you. Obviously, it comes to you from Harkness as well, which we know are amazing rose breeders. They breed disease-resistant roses. They've been pesticide-free since the mid-90s. Their process of getting a rose out to the general public is years and years long, and they start start with a field of 50,000 roses, let's say, and they whittle it down to the final one, and that's the one they breed from. That's how they make those disease-resistant ones. So you're getting an amazing quality rose. Look at how many buds are on there. Wow.
I know. And I always think, you know, every garden really should have a climbing rose. Because I was thinking about the value that they bring to a garden. They're going to flower 5 or 6 months of the year, every year. They create beautiful, beautiful areas in the garden. So imagine that archway, one either side, just covered in roses, walking through that in the summer months. Or that ugly wall that you've got. You know, we've all got an ugly wall, a fence panel, haven't we? And it just covers it. And I always say this, but when you've got a smaller garden, and most people have got smaller gardens nowadays, haven't they? You know, most modern estates, small gardens, it's always good to use the vertical space as well as the horizontal, and that gives you that vertical space. So suddenly you can cover that wall in beautiful, delicately scented roses. And because of their disease resistancy, roses can live decades.
They really can. I remember the one in my nan's garden. I mean, she had a few, but yeah, just growing up the walls of the outbuildings that she'd got there. And every summer, an absolute delightful spectacle. But also because, as you can see in that picture, the bees, you know, the pollinators absolutely adore these. And it's lovely to watch them flitting about on these flowers.
Well, that is our rose of the week. It is down to $14.45.
I hadn't noticed that price.
Yeah.
Of course, club members.
Yes. Normally £30. It is a Harkness rose, so incredibly bred and disease resistant as well. 521005. I just love the colour on that. Really do. It really stands out, doesn't it?
I do love red roses.
Yeah, I do.
When you think of a rose, I know there's loads of different colours, but you think red roses.
You do, don't you?
Yeah. Whether it's your favourite or not, I think it's the first image that comes to mind.
What's that? I'm trying to get off the name of the quiz. Was it Family Fortunes, where 100 people in the survey know the colour of a rose? I reckon red, our survey says, and red would be ding, number one, wouldn't it? It would. Right, staying with the red theme, we're going to move on to the red barren bloodgrass, the Imperata, which, I mean, Bex and I, we wander around the nursery several times a week. These are looking absolutely glorious right now.
They are, and definitely something I'll be adding into the next garden. I haven't got them at the moment, but it is on my list. I'm making a list of plants that I want in the next garden, and this one is 100% on there. I think it's a stunning one. The colour gets more intense as the season progresses. We can see the bright reds and burgundy tones coming through on there. You need a full sun position, really, ideally, for this to get the best colour, but it can cope in a more shady spot as well, so you can still get amazing growth on it. You'll just get the most intense colour if you've got it in a sunny spot. It's a perennial plant, it's winter hardy, so it comes to you with our lifetime guarantee. I think it'd be pretty tricky to kill, well, most grasses, to be perfectly honest with you. They're so tough, they're so hardy, so resilient, but it does have the, the winter hardy guarantee. So if you do kill it, if it does die, we would replace it free of charge. You just have to pay any postage costs. You're getting 3 of them included in here as well. So I think that's great. We always talk about planting in odd numbers, don't we? So 3s is ideal. You could plant them all together in a big clump of them and create a massive spectacle. But remember that each one of these will spread by about 30 centimetres. So just give them a little bit of space. They get to about 50 centimetres in height, and as they form those clumps, you can divide them in later years as well if you want to be quite savvy about your garden. And that's a great way.
And it is easy to do that, really is. Grimmy's just asked, are they evergreen? No, Grimmy, they do die back in the winter months. You start to get the new growth around about March. You start to get all the nice green shoots, but they are fully winter hardy, as Bex said. I've got them in my garden, and they are lovely. I've got them near things like my Cordylines. I've got them near my pampas grass, my tiny pamper, and it looks great, But I always think with the grass, there's lots of different ways of using it in a garden. It's great for softening the edges of a pathway. You know, if you've got maybe hard lines in your garden, that just softens the edges. They look great in a contemporary garden, in pots just with some gravel around them. They look fantastic. But equally, they really do break up your beds and borders. You know, they look great with other perennials. I love grasses, I really do. I love the sound of grasses as well.
Yeah, they do make a nice sound. And the movement as well, because your garden isn't just about, looking at a pretty flower. It is about creating that movement, which is also why plants that bring pollinators and birds into your garden, because that helps to create that movement as well, doesn't it?
So they are amazing value right now, really well established. That's the size that you're going to get. In fact, do you know what? I'm just going to say this. We do sell the 2-litre option of this.
We do, yeah.
But the 9 centimetre at the moment are so big and well established. I would not buy the 2 litres. I've seen what the 2 litres look like, and they are nice, but the best value on the nursery right now is to go for the 9 centimetres, because you get all 3 of them. It works out about £4. In fact, for club members, it works out exactly £4.24 per grass. Exactly. No need to check that one, Matt. £4.24 per grass, which is amazing value. And you get free delivery. Just don't forget, use that offer code YGTV3125. Loads of people in the chat, Bex.
There's so many. I just logged in, actually, because I forgot to log into YouTube this morning, and I was like, oh, you're all chatting
You are
away.
there.
Olwen was first in. Good morning to you,
Olwen.
my lovely. Marisia is in there as well. Neil, hello to you. Keith Dingo, you're in. What did Neil say? He said something about his Sunbeckia, I believe, is at the depot, should be delivered today, which he's very excited about.
Well done, Neil. That's a great plant, Neil.
Olwen's received her buddleia at 9:10 this morning. Box was a bit battered, but the plant is okay. That's the important thing. Good morning to Nathan as well. Right, everyone's talking about deliveries. Okay. We think we might have swapped to Every. I haven't heard anything official. I did see an Every great big lorry out here the other day.
Really? Unless we're using both.
Unless we're using both, or I don't know. I tell you what, we might ask the question and find out for you. We are getting more reports from various different people that their orders have been coming from Every.
Oh.
So, do you know what? I'll ask the question. I'll find out who to ask and find out for you.
Oh, I liked my driver.
I did as well.
He was really good.
He used to bring everything round the back for me
Yeah,
as well.
that
He
was
didn't just
really
put it there.
good.
He used to bring it round the back.
Yeah.
He was always like, "Shall I take it round?" I was like, "Yeah, please." Anyway, yes, we'll let you know. We'll see if we can find out.
Yes.
So, Anne, hello to you. Nathan from East Coast Tropical is in. Verna, good morning. Grimmy, hello to you. And Simon, you're in as well. Good morning. And Eleanor and Ruth. I think I've named everybody that's in the chat
Morning.
right now.
Is it my Ruth? I would say my Ruth. Ruth?
I want to say yes.
Yes. Is it my Ruth? Ruth. Let me know if it's.
She'll be very pleased.
Yes.
If it is.
Yes.
Ali's in, Grimmy's in, Hazel's in, and Eleanor is in with emails as well. So we'll get on to showing you those in a bit. Actually, Ali, if you're watching, you sent your email, but you didn't attach your pictures.
Ah.
So you've asked me questions as well, but I can't answer them because the pictures aren't there. So Ali, try again.
Yes. I know what it's like to have technical issues. Right, we are going to move on to something that I have currently got in my garden, just coming into flower, and it is the Echinacea green twister, the most stunning Echinacea in the world, in my opinion. You're going to get all 3 9cm pots. Now, when we think of Echinaceas, we think of lovely colours. We think of the pinks and the yellows, but this fantastic Echinacea green twister is literally out of this world. Just the way that the colours bleed into each other, that lovely magenta that bleeds into like an acid green with little yellow tips. They are beautiful. And the colours, the older an Echinacea green twister is, because it is a perennial that comes back year after year, I think in later years, like year 2, year 3, the colours get even more intense.
Yeah,
I mean, it's amazing, isn't it, this
It's
one?
a beautiful one. I remember when we first brought this, and this was back in our previous shopping telly days, when we were on that other channel.
That other world?
That other world, yeah. I remember bringing this, and just everybody was so excited about it because it was really, really beautiful. Stunning, stunning colour combination. Hardy, robust, really strong stems as well, like just being the British weather, giving it a bit of a beating. Look, the plant can actually, you know, take it. Really strong stems. The cone at the top there that brings the pollinators in, that is harder.
It's so firm, isn't it?
So much firmer than you imagine it to be. It's a beautiful one. And actually, this is great, because can you see how these petals are all pointing upwards? And then this one goes more reflexed, like this. You've got the reflexed petals pointing down. Then it holds that cone up in the centre, which is the landing pad for the bees and the butterflies.
I mean, they are the most stunning, sensational Echinacea. They are head-turning, they are breathtaking, they're exotic. And if you've never, ever bought this before, today is the day, because that price, bear in mind, yeah, they're all in bud and flower right now, £12.72. That is for all 3. Again, working out £4.24 a plant. I'd say mine are in their 2nd year, and it's amazing, because I got mine as 9cm as well. Oh no, I got mine as plugs.
Oh, did you?
Yes. No, sorry. I got mine as plugs. So they're now in their second year, and it's amazing how they fill out and how many flowers you get in, say, year 2, year 3. But the ones that you're getting are already in bud and flower right now. But they are beautiful. Now, in your new garden, Bex, where would these go?
Oh, I don't know. I've got so much planning to do in that new garden. I mean, they want to be in a sunny spot, ideally.
Yes.
So they're probably going to have to go out the front. I need to get in there because it's sort of northwest-facing front back garden.
But the front's sunny, isn't it?
But the front is what the sun comes up over that way. I don't know. I've got to work it out.
I only ask because I've got mine in my sort of exotic area.
Right.
So I've got it with all my like canna lilies and calla lilies, and
really nice.
and it works. Yeah. But equally, you know, my mum's got a country cottage garden, and they'd still work in that.
There as well.
But just give that sort of like exotic splash of colour. Love them. They're amazing. They really are. 560-407, and they are down. They're normally $29.97. So we have got a saving that's pretty much half price, but if you are a club discount member, then you will get them for just $12.72 for all 3. And don't forget, to place an order, you can either give us a call on the old phone, 0844 502 0050. There it is, just in case you didn't see it on the screen. Or you can, of course, order on the internet, YouGarden.com. But you can order as many times as you like. You will always get free delivery on the live shows on anything that we've got for you. Now, we've seen a lot of lovely cordylines here at YouGarden, but I must admit, Magic Star took our breath away.
Especially at the moment as well.
Yeah.
So the colour intensity that we have now got on the Cordyline Magic Star, this is what we always talk about when we bring this to you. This one is looking phenomenal at the moment.
That centre is glowing, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is, and I think it's really enjoying this lovely hot weather.
Yes.
That's what's made this this centre of. I mean, it's always been there whenever we've brought this into the potting shed, but it's just way more pronounced now than it has been previously. Yeah, it's looking incredible. So this is a stunning one because you've got that really sort of. I mean, it's not even quite pink. I'm not quite sure how to describe the centre colour there. But then
it's almost cerise.
I don't know. It's weird, isn't it? But then it fades out to the green and cream variegated edges on there. So there's so much interest just in the colour combinations. But you know how we always talk about cordylines and how these are great for adding height and structure and architecture and contrast in the garden. And you will get that with this cordyline as well. It will get taller, get to about 2 metres, I reckon, in height once it gets going, and it will form a stem like a tree at the base as the lower leaves fade. Pull those away, and then you get that lovely spray of leaves up at the top.
I mean, I just think they instantly look incredible, don't they? You know, they give you that impact, that architecture straight away in your garden. Now, they do look nice in pairs. So if you want to go for pair, if you're a club member, you could get a pair for less than £31. I could work out £30.58 for a pair. And yeah, to me, they just instantly look fantastic. There's no waiting around for that one. If you're a bit of an impatient gardener, that is already really well established in the 17-centimetre pot. It looks great, doesn't it?
And it looks great no matter the season. They've got this real sort of exotic look to them, so work in your tropical area of your garden.
Yes, absolutely.
But can work in any garden, really. You could go for a contemporary style in your garden with something like this, but it works really nicely in cottage-style gardens to give that contrast there as well. Cordylines are pretty tough. They're pretty resilient. They're pretty robust, but they sometimes just suffer with a little bit of cold damage. So they're hardy. They can cope with a bit of minus temperatures, but sometimes you just have to tie the leaves up in the winter time, just for a few days at a time, and then release them.
Yeah, just a bit of flashback. We used to work with a lovely gardener called Angela. Some of you will know if you saw us when we used to work on a shopping channel called Ideal
World.
Yes. But Angie always used to put spiky then soft in her garden.
Yeah.
She used to alternate, so she'd have spiky, soft, and it really works.
It really works.
Yeah.
I mean, just here with the
Yes.
pheasant berry next to it, you've got a
right.
sort of softer foliage, spiky foliage, and the contrast makes each plant just stand out.
So, amazing fact. I was just thinking as well, a lot of the supermarkets have had cordylines near where I live, and they've been so boring. Like, so boring.
Boring.
Yeah, just a plain green or
That's what I've got.
Plain kind of browny green.
I've got a few.
Yeah, I've got a few boring ones, and I really wish that I'd not planted them. But hey, so yeah, if you want one of the most exciting, elaborate coloured cordylines, then Magic Star is available today for just $15.29. Right, Matt is doing all of the producing and directing today, and this is his pick of the show.
It is his pick of the show.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah, we do love this. It's the Lysosteria. It's the Golden Lanterns Pheasant Pheasant, berry. And yeah, he's excited about that price, and I can see why. Look, it's £11.04, your discount club price. We've taken £12 off, and then we've given you a discount for being in the club. And the size of the plant at the moment is impressive.
Yeah, and this is what you will get. So please don't think, oh, you know, this is just for show and you'll get a smaller one. Not at all. This is totally representative of the size of these on the nursery right now. £11.04 for that club discount price. And they're all in flower right now. They should be, by the way, nearly £25, but you can pick this up for £11.04 delivered as well. I'm not being funny, but look at the size of that. Imagine how big the box is going to be. Imagine the weight of it, but here on YGTV, you will get that delivered absolutely free of charge.
And there's loads of interest with this plant, okay? So it is deciduous, it'll drop its leaves in winter. Got a lovely upright kind of shape to it as well. It grows in a really nice sort of upright shape. And then you get this golden foliage that comes out. I mean, look, you can see it on screen right now. It does have this wonderful golden green to it.
It's like a glow, isn't it?
It is. And then in summertime, between sort of June, July, well, yeah, from about June they normally start flowering, and they'll go through to about September. You get these wonderful flowers that appear. They then turn into berries. Birds absolutely adore them. We've recently discovered that those berries can be eaten.
Oh yes, I forgot about that.
I had no idea. Please do your own research before you start eating any of your plants. But yeah, I had a little look up.
Yeah, and I didn't know that.
They're supposed to be really sweet flavour, like caramel toffee. Yeah. You have to wait until they're ripe. If you eat them before they're ripe, they're very bitter. But apparently, I've never tried one, so I'm quite excited. There's one growing in a garden, in a front garden near me. I'm going to walk past and just. And is
it all covered in flowers right now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's amazing. I might go and ask them. Please, may I steal a berry?
Doesn't go too big. Couple of metres. So.
Couple of metres, I reckon, is the sort of height. But it doesn't romp away. Like it's not going to, fill that space within a season. But yeah, a couple of metres height, and I would give it that spread as well, because even though it grows in that upright fashion, you can even see on the plant that we've got here. It does sort of grow outwards slightly up at the top there. So just give it room. A sunny spot would be ideal. Part shade would be fine as well, but sunny spot to get as much from it as you possibly can.
And not too fussy soil type either.
No, not at all.
No, just as well drained.
It's award winning too. It's got the
Oh yes, it has. Yeah. Which is the Award of Garden Merit from the RHS. So I think that is amazing value. All of our plants, by the way, if you go on the website, you see all the icons there, just giving you that's kind of a quick summary of the plant. So yeah. RHS Award of Garden Merit, scented, plant in sunshine, as Bex just said, fully winter hardy. That means it's got the lifetime guarantee as well. Easy to grow, but it is wildlife friendly. It does attract those pollinators, and as we said, grows to about 2 by 2 metres. So it's always worth just having a quick look, because that's like an instant visual guide just to give you a complete summary of the whole plant. So that has loads going for it, basically.
Loads going for it, yeah. Love that. I think it's an underrated one, but definitely one that's worthy of a spot in a garden.
Again, I mean, I haven't got that in my garden. I've still got loads of room in my garden, so don't you worry. I will
find you a space.
Oh, yes, I will. Right, now, we have got some stunning deals on Acers today.
Oh, I love an Acer.
Yes, we know you do. Yes. And this is just to give you a little summary. So we have got a complete collection for you where you get 3. You get the Atrapurpurean, which you're looking at right now. Stunning kind of purple burgundy foliage. Then you've got the emerald lace. This is one of the most intricate Acers. You've got really dissected leaves on that one. I mean, if you look close, they are just like lace, aren't they? They're very, very intricate and delicate. And then also in this collection, you get all 3. You get the Katsura, which has the most amazing oranges and reds. But don't forget, all of these Acers are spectacular in autumn time as well. You get many, many more colours. So they're available in the 1.5 litre pots. They are very well established. I mean, looking at the ones that we've seen on the nursery, I'm going to say 60 centimetres plus, maybe more actually. I'd say closer to 70 or 80. But if you want a more established Acer, we have got a stunning emerald lace in the big pot, in the 3 litre, for £23.33. Now, we have got various ones available on our website, but the one that we're going to show you today is this one. Yeah, so there is a garnet available on the website, but the best value today is this one here, which is £23.33. So that is the emerald lace, but it is in the big 3 litre pot, and it is huge. It is absolutely glorious. Now, we've also got In the big 3-litre pots, we've got the Jordan, and this is absolutely glorious colours as well. I do expect sort of like pinks and oranges in that one as well. And they do flower. Do you know, I mean, I've never had an Acer flower, but when established and mature, they do produce flowers as well. But I have never, ever had flowers of mine. Bex has. I think you've had yours longer than me, the Bex. I think Bex has had her Acers many, many years. And then we have also got the final one here, which is the Aoshi, which has got stunning variegated leaves. I can see pinks and creams and greens in that one as well. And that is only, I mean, the Aoshi is amazing value today. It's $16.66, and they're huge. They are really, really big. But so Bex was saying, yours have flowered, mine have never flowered.
Yeah, only it's the oldest one.
The oldest, yeah.
I had a couple of, in fact, I was going to try and propagate from them, but I can't remember the process.
Isn't
it? What it's called when you have to put them through, you have to make them really cold, you have to like freeze them for a period of time and then take them out of the cold, and that's what then can encourage them. This is where propagating Acers is really tricky.
It's tricky.
I can't remember the name of it. There's a particular name for it when it has to go into the cold and then come out to grow. I didn't get round to doing it in the end.
Bex, I think life's too short.
Yeah.
You can buy them a YouGarden for a few pounds.
Exactly. That's what I thought. Can't be bothered with that.
I mean, it's great, don't get me wrong, it's great to try things like that, but yeah, it's not easy with an Acer, is it? Right, anyway, we have got now 2 incredible hydrangeas to choose from. We are going to start with Magical Fire.
Okay, this one's my top tip.
Look at this. Same here.
I normally push the other one. I normally push the hot chocolate because I think it's gorgeous. However, please just take a little look at those gorgeous flowers that are on this plant at the moment, because they are looking like this on the nursery. I went out with Matt the other day and we had a little look, and they are looking phenomenal.
Look
you are
at
starting
this.
to get the amazing colour change, which is what you get from the Magical Fire. Fire! Sorry. I think that colour is just beautiful, and this is why I want you to go for this one in particular. You rarely get sort of really fiery colours on hydrangea, and this one turns into those ones. This is part of the Magical series where they change colour. They start out that wonderful shabby chic colour where you get the sort of creamy green tones, and then they mature into these wonderful blush and then deepen into a darker pink.
I mean, so throughout the season, and these do flower right the way through summer, you've got that change of colour. And you can actually see that on this one plant. You can see the sort of like creamy green, and then you can see all the pinks beginning to come out, and then some of the deeper pinks on the older flowers. It is amazing. And you know, I just think hydrangeas, the breeding that's taken place over the past few decades has been incredible. There's so many wonderful varieties, particularly here at YouGarden. And hydrangeas are very easy to grow, you know, as long as you keep them well watered. We always say, keep them out of full sun. You can put them in full sun, but if they are in full sun, you've just got to really keep your eye on the watering. But I always think morning sun, evening sun is ideal.
Perfect spot for them. Of course, they can be container grown as well. Now, ultimately, it could get big. It could get to sort of 1.2 metres, so about 4 feet, I reckon this could grow to. And it will spread by that much as well, but that's if you plant it in the ground. If you don't want it to get that big, if you're a container gardener, if you don't have great big borders, you could put this into a pot. It'll just grow a little bit smaller, that's all.
And in terms of pruning, paniculatas, you don't have to worry too much because they flower on new growth.
Yeah.
So, you know, I normally prune mine sort of like late springtime, but they always flower on new growth. So if it does ever get too big and you chop it right back, it would still produce lots of flowers that year. So amazing, really easy to grow, but beautiful. And that's a great price as well, $12.74 for club members. That's a big hydrangea for that price, isn't it?
It is a big hydrangea for that price. Look, that is what you would be, or something very similar to that is what you'd be receiving. I can almost guarantee they are all like in flower and starting to turn those wonderful colours as well. My
posh supermarket, it's not my posh supermarket, there's a posh supermarket near me.
Yeah.
And they've got some really nice hydrangeas on offer at the moment for £20, which is very good.
Yeah.
But not a patch on that.
Yeah,
and they're £20. And that, you know, so they're on offer. So $12.74 for club members. I always think with hydrangeas, they look great in groups.
Yeah, true.
They do, don't they?
They really do. When we went to that secret place, all of us.
Yes.
We were driving along and I just kept going, look at those! knows? Because you'd be driving along and see like groups of hydrangeas out the front of people's houses, and they do look stunning en masse.
So think about maybe getting 2 or 3 of those, maybe even more, because they do look fantastic. I've got a whole area now in my garden that I'm slowly but surely putting hydrangeas in, and mine are with my geranium Rosanna actually.
Yeah, good.
And it was great, really does. So anyway, I think that, well, we both think that is fantastic value. It's a stunning hydrangea, and you can grab yours today for $12.74. We think we are going to be very busy for that one, so do get it in your basket. But we are going to move on now to another hydrangea. It's completely different, and it is the hot chocolate. Do you know what? Bex and I have been doing this show for a couple of years now, and it's we have so many plants outside, and we are pretty good at just looking and going, yep, no, aren't we, you know. Yeah. But we would have never, ever thought that was a hydrangea.
No, absolutely.
Because it doesn't look like one, does it?
It does not look like one. It definitely stands apart. It's a beautiful one. And this is all about the colour contrast and the combination. Dark, sort of moody foliage, a kind of deeper green shade. Actually, have a little look underneath the leaves as well.
Look at this.
This is what I enjoy, is that you've got a kind of burgundy colour tone underneath the leaves too. But then when these flowers appear, and this is a stunner, you get these wonderful pinks, and there's a lilac purple kind of tone in there as well. I think that combination of those 2 flowers will look incredible, and this one can get way bigger as well. This can get several metres in height, spreading by a good couple of metres as well. So if you want to fill a big gap towards the back of a border, this is a perfect one for
you
it.
imagine that when it's mature, covered in flowers all summer long.
Yeah.
Against that stunning foliage. It's really amazing. Very unusual for hydrangea, that one. Really unusual. It's the only dark-leaved one we've got, isn't it?
I think so. No, we did have another one, didn't we? We had the, what was it called? Black velvet or something or other.
Oh, yes.
We didn't have many of them, and it sold out instantly. But yeah, it's one of the very few that we've got, absolutely.
And again, with the club discount, only £16.99. So 2 lovely hydrangeas, very different height-wise as well.
But would work really nicely together.
Yeah, they would. Yeah.
I mean, actually, we've got a few hydrangeas available within the show plan today. If you go onto the website, you'll be able to see where it says live now. If you scroll down, you'll be able to see all of the plants, because I think we had, was it 5 hydrangeas selected for the live today? And we just thought that's too many to bring into the potting shed. So we've highlighted 2, but we've highlighted 2 that would work really well together.
But you'd want to put the hot chocolate at the back,
yeah.
And then you'd want to put the magical fire. But yeah, there's a whole selection. But we believe we picked the 2 best ones.
Well, yeah. We've got Runaway Bride in there as well. But there's the hot chocolate, and then some more planters.
Anyway, good morning, by the way. Welcome to YGTV.
Where am I?
Welcome to YGTV. I've been gardening a lot the last 2 days, so I was quite tired from gardening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's exhausting, fun.
And I did something.
You got blisters on your hand?
No, something stung my hand.
Oh no.
Yeah. I think I was hacking away at my mum's ceanothus, and I put my hand in. So I was like, I think it was a bee or a wasp. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's still really hurting. Anyway, I digress. But isn't it wonderful just at this time of year to enjoy your gardens as well?
Yeah, it's lovely.
You know, everything's looking great, isn't it?
Dahlias have started to flower. Andrew sent me a picture as well. Thank you, Andrew. We'll show it in a little while. My dahlias have just, they're starting now. I can see there's flowers coming out. I'm quite excited about that.
Mine are still in bud.
Feels like it's been late this year.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah, I think I planted mine late though.
Yeah, I mean, I think Andrew said in his message, like his have just started to flower as well. He thinks that maybe the really hot weather held them back a little bit. She could have done.
Yeah, maybe. But don't you love the fact that every year's different with gardening? Every year.
It's exciting.
Yeah.
There's always something new.
And there's always winners and losers, isn't there? You know, so you always have big successes some years and some things that don't do quite so well. And then, the next year, the plant that wasn't great this year suddenly thrives next year. It's always changing, always exciting. But one thing that we can say with YouGarden, the quality of our plants is very consistent. Any plant that is fully winter hardy comes with a lifetime guarantee as well. So if you ever lose a plant and it's fully winter hardy, we would replace it. All you'd pay is the postage. So you are in very, very good hands with us.
Absolutely.
You really are. And you get some amazing deals. I mean, if you shop direct with us on YGTV, you always save an absolute fortune. Now, going to move on to the Lobelia Speciosa Queen Victoria. We've got one in flower. In honesty, most of them are just coming into bud, but we wanted to show you what the flowers look like. But this is only £8.49 for club members. And I'm so glad that you get to see this one in flower, because that to me, that red against the burgundy foliage is just outstanding, isn't it?
It's a show-stopping plant.
Yeah.
I mean, can't say it any plainer than that. This is definitely one that draws your eye and draws your attention. This is not a shrinking violet. I would be trying to put this in a very prominent place because I think it's deserving of it, because it is such a show-stopping one. Beautiful late summer displays you get here. This normally starts flowering around July, so getting it now, I know we've got the one in flower here, but getting it now means that you hopefully will get some of those beautiful displays this year, but of course you'll keep getting them for many years because it is a perennial plant. And it ultimately can get to between 2-3 feet in height, and it will form clumps. So you're getting the one, maybe 2 flower spikes at the moment, but it will spread, and it should spread by about 50 centimetres.
In fact, this one here, if you look, there's a flower spike there, and there.
And there.
Yeah, so there's already 4 on there.
Yeah, there's 4 on that one.
Yeah.
So
and
you
actually,
get multiples as the plant matures.
And when each spike goes over, just take that off, and it does encourage more spikes lower down.
So clump forming, you can propagate these by dividing them, and I would do that probably every 2 years. Pollinator magnet, bees, butterflies, absolutely adore it. It can cope with some minus temperatures. It can go down to about -5, I reckon, once this is established. So give it a good layer of mulch, basically, and that will see it through the winters to make sure that that you get this beauty for many years. And actually, this one's a really interesting one because it can actually cope with slightly wetter soils, more boggy soils. Adam always tells us about how this is a great marginal plant for not in ponds but round the edges, because it can cope with slightly wetter soils.
And it is just $9.99, which is incredible. And I'm just going to say this because I always, want you to get the most out of your plants. We do sell this as plug plants as well early on in the season, but the plug plants are a little bit prone to slugs and snails.
Yes.
It's the new leaves that the slugs and snails really like. So actually, to buy one established tends to be a lot safer. If you live in an area where you get lots of slugs and snails, buying an established one is actually a lot better.
Yeah.
So just bear that in mind. But it's a beautiful plant, and as Beck said, it really is a showstopper. Great for the centre of a pot, or great for the centre of one of your beds. And actually, again, they do look great planted along a border. So if you wanted to go for like 3, 5, 7 odd numbers, you imagine those all the way along your borders with all of that height and that drama. It's an amazing plant, really is.
Really beautiful. Yes. Great contrast on the plant itself with the bright red flowers and the dark foliage, but also, as we say, contrast with the other plants in your garden too. Right,
we are now going to move on to Agapanthus. Oh, we love an Agapanthus.
Yes, we do.
We do.
It's flowering. You can't take the mickey out of me anymore.
So
flowering now.
So for those of you that don't know, Bex had never got her Agapanthus to flower. And fine. How many years has it taken?
Like 5.
But you gave it too much room, didn't you?
I gave it too much room, and then I planted it in our professional compost, which I would normally absolutely 100% recommend. But actually, what we discovered is Agapanthus don't want that lovely,
They want it poor.
They want poor soil.
They want poverty.
They want to be treated mean.
Yes.
And yes, I have got it in flower, and it is looking absolutely amazing. Look at those gorgeous blooms that are appearing on there. How stunning. And look, loads of buds. I love how they open up as well. Can you see that one just starting to open there? It's going to open up into this firework burst of gorgeous flowers.
Now, this one flowers for longer as well.
It does indeed.
Yes.
You're right.
So a lot of Agapanthus will flower for just a couple of months, but the popping purple pops up all summer long, so it repeat flowers, sometimes up to twice as long as other Agapanthus.
Amazing.
So, you can get 3 or 4 months of flowers. Just as each spike goes over, just chop it off, and then you get more flowers coming. And I always think with Agapanthus, they look so incredibly exotic. Say from Africa, a lot of them from South Africa. Have you been to South Africa?
No.
No? You had to think about that, didn't you?
I remember my husband had been.
Oh,
I was
okay.
like, oh, no, not me. My husband's been.
I do remember seeing amazing Agapanthus there. But they do really well in the UK. But we always say, keep them contained. They're ideal in pots. I'd always grow them in pots.
Yeah, much better if you can hug the roots. They much prefer that. If you do want them in the ground, you can put them in the ground. Just make sure you're doing something to restrict the roots. That's burying the nursery pot or lining the hole with like slabs of stone stone because that makes them feel like they're being restricted. So you can still get the look of them in your borders. But yeah,
just treat them mean.
Yeah, be mean to them.
Give them post soil and no room, and they'll be like, yay, love it. It's amazing how all plants are different, aren't they? Some need the best soil, loads of room, but these don't. Post soils, restricted growth, and you'll get loads and loads of flowers every single year. 560, 963 for the Agapanthus Poppin' Purple, and the discount price there is just £19.52. Good morning, by the way. How are you all doing?
Good morning.
We will read out some of your comments. Please send in your pictures as well. Bex and I want to see your gardens today.
We do indeed.
Share with us, some of your big successes this year from YouGarden. Show us what's looking great in your garden today. What's the date? It's 31st, isn't it?
It is. Last day of July.
I tell you, we cannot complain about this summer, though, can we?
Oh, no, not at all.
We can't.
Do you know what? My son tried to complain to me yesterday.
What about the weather?
About the weather. We went to London. Anyway, we went to London, and there was just one of those little rain showers that happened. Really light, mizzly rain. Not heavy rain, mizzly rain. And he was like, this summer's been awful. So
what?
Absolutely not. You cannot say that. We have had one of the best... But
we have.
It's been warm.
It started really early. We had a great snow. It's been great.
Kids have got a short memory. That's the problem. Just because we've had a little bit of rain recently.
No, I'd give this summer. I'd give it at least a 9 out of 10.
I would.
Yeah.
It's been awesome.
I mean, the only thing I would say, it was a bit dry for a long time.
Yeah.
So for some people, if you had the hose pipe bands and things, not great. But come on, it's been a great summer.
I think we've had some lovely weather.
Far better than last year, anyway.
Yeah.
Right now. Gardening. Sometimes we like instant impact, don't we? You just want it to look great right now. Sometimes you want that gardening journey. And we love both. And, for me, some of my most loved plants in my garden are those that I've had for years and I've grown from little babies, and that's what this next citrus is all about. We have got big citrus trees coming up.
They're available.
But this is the citrus calamondin orange tree, which arrives, this is the size you're going to get, £9.99, £8.49 for club members, but this will grow into a magnificent orange tree. This produces small oranges, though, doesn't it?
Small oranges, yeah. It's the calamondin, so you get the lovely, smaller, juicy oranges. Now, they are... then they will ripen to orange, don't panic. The calamondin, it's like a cross between the kumquat and the tangerine, so you've got the kind of zestiness, but you've got the juiciness, you've got the tanginess.
You've got tang and sweet, haven't you?
Yeah, all mixed in together there. You get the super fragrant blossom, and this is something that... this is why I will have a citrus plant at some point, because the fragrant blossom is so delightful. I'm putting the fragrance of that blossom right up there almost with the tuberose. It's the jasmine, it's the tuberose. It's so super fragrant. And then they ripen into the fruits. And the interesting thing is that the fruits ripen over the period of about a year. So actually, oftentimes you can have fruits and flowers at the same time on the plant.
And that makes it quite magical. Now, this is one of the more hardy ones.
It is, and it can definitely cope with a little bit of minus temperatures. I think it says on our website down to about -5.
It does, yeah.
I'm always going to recommend you move that plant in winter. I would not be leaving this out.
No, particularly while it's young as well.
Particularly while it's young. I would be moving it to a frost-free location, personally. I think that's probably the wisest thing to do.
I'm with you, certainly when it's this size as well. So, when it it does say protect from frost, but if you scroll down, it does say up to -5 when established. But yeah, I'm totally with Bex on this one. There you go.
I think if you're going to go through this project, and of course you're going to protect it for its early years anyway, I think you're going to go through this project and growing it into a more established plant. The last thing you want to do is then leave it out and lose it for that reason.
Totally agree. So bring it inside, nice bright position in the winter. Don't overwater it in the winter either.
Yeah, really reduce it.
Always put them outside in the summer, and they will absolutely thrive there.
Ericaceous compost as well.
Oh yes. Now, for those of you that are new to YouGarden TV, my name's Sean Ryan, this is Bex Edwards, Matt's doing all the producing, directing, all the technical things. We want you to save money on our fantastic plants. We want you to save as much money as possible, and one of the easiest ways of saving money is to join our discount club. And here's Sean and Bex to tell you more. If you love your garden as much as we love ours, then why not join the YouGarden Discount Club?
The club has been running for many years, and it's where thousands of our customers enjoy a whole host of benefits to ensure that they get the most out of their gardens for less.
Now is a great time to join the YouGarden Discount Club, as the benefits have just got even better. So what do you get when you join the club?
Firstly, our members will get bigger discount rates all year round. So you'll now receive 15% off our range of plants and accessories, and that's on top of any other discounts you might have.
For those bigger investments, such as garden furniture or lawnmowers, for example, you now get 7.5% discount on all of our outdoor living and machinery range.
In addition to the ongoing discounts, you'll also get more voucher value when you join or renew your club membership. We will send you 4 £5 product vouchers, which you can redeem throughout the year against the cost of your orders.
And as a new added benefit, you will now receive 2 free P&P vouchers, which can be redeemed against the cost of your shipping.
Club members get priority access to exclusive offers and brand new products at our best prices.
We'll keep you up to date with fantastic advice and top tips from our grown experts and professional gardeners to make sure that you get the most from your new purchases and existing plants. The best way to join the club is with our auto-renewal subscription. You'll pay £10 per year, then at the end of the year we will automatically renew your membership to ensure you retain all of your benefits. Plus, the price you pay when you join will never go up for as long as you remain a member, and that's a guarantee.
And remember, when you join the club, you will start saving from the very first order you make, as the discounts will be applied immediately. So with all that the YouGarden Discount Club has to offer, why not join us and start saving today?
We'd love to help you make the most of your garden for less with the YouGarden Discount Club. Oh, it's such a great discount club, and we're so pleased that we joined 2 years ago. So if you want to join right now, you can join and save money on your very first order today. Right, it is email time.
It is indeed. I'm just going to go there.
Morning, everybody, by the way. Thank you for joining YGTV. We always love your company.
We do love
We
your
do,
company.
and we love to see your pictures. We've got some really great gardeners out there, actually.
We have indeed. Eleanor says, my chocolate hydrangea has gone a bit leggy. It's flowering, though. The first one I had died for some reason. I'm sorry to hear that, Eleanor.
You've got a lifetime guarantee with that, by the way.
You have, but I'm glad it is flowering for you.
If it's gone leggy, I wonder if it's not getting a flight, maybe?
Maybe. Don't worry too much. Leave it for this year, and then... chocolate hydrangea, that flowers on old growth, doesn't it? So just bear that in mind with your pruning, but you can prune it and that will encourage it to be more bushy.
Yeah, but
so bear that one in mind.
Yeah.
Right, my Queen Vics that had been nibbled look like they're coming back,
Good.
Eleanor, which is wonderful.
Yes, as I said, slugs and snails do like them, but Strolch is a great slug deterrent.
Thank you, Paul. It is stratification. That's the word I was trying to think of.
Stratification.
That's the word. He says, good morning, Bex and Sean. Acer like a period of cold stratification to germinate.
That's it, stratification.
This fools them into thinking that they've been through winter.
It's a good word, actually, isn't it?
It's a great name, great word, yeah. Neil says he's still got a hosepipe ban.
Oh,
Grimmy
sorry,
says
Neil.
same here over the M62. Yesterday the reservoir was extremely low. We're getting a bit more rain, but it's going to take a while to fill those reservoirs back up, isn't it?
It was pouring down where I lived this morning.
Yeah. And Neil says, lovely show QVC the other night, Sean.
Thank you very much, Neil. Did you
go.
watch the live stream as well, Neil? When I won the quiz.
Right, let's dip into the emails. He won the quiz. He's very excited about this. He should be.
Oh, yeah, it was a garden quiz with me and Michael Perry, and we always it's always a bit nerve-wracking.
Like, am I going to know the answer?
Yeah, so talk about being put on the spot.
Right, Grimmy, what's looking good in the garden? Let's have a little look, Grimmy, shall we? He's got a beautiful Agapanthus looking good.
Very nice.
That's a stunner, isn't it? Lovely. Yeah, me and Neil have both had success on our Agapanthus this year. We're very, very proud of this.
Yeah. Oh, your Alstroemeria.
Alstroemeria looking really pretty as well. Do love Alstroemeria.
They're lovely, aren't they, Alstroemeria?
Yeah, they're really pretty. Right, what else have we got, Grimmy? Oh, he's got his oleander. You've got the yellow one as well.
That's a rare one.
Very nice.
Do you know what? The yellow ones this year, Grimmy, are a lovely kind of peach yellow, aren't they?
Yeah,
it's
really
unusual.
colour.
I'm glad you got that one. That really stood out on the nursery, actually.
1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, Dianthus. Are those the bigger ones that we did recently? I've forgotten the name of them.
Oh,
I do love dianthus, though.
yeah, I do.
I mean, they last ages, they're really easy, they're hardy.
They
Brilliant.
flower all summer long.
They're great.
Yeah, they spread.
And the final one for Grimmy. Oh, the hibiscus.
Yes. Is that the hammer bow?
I think, yeah, I think it could be. Hibiscus are having a good year this year, aren't they?
My mum's looks amazing.
I think they're really having a good year.
For some reason, my mum always calls her hibiscus the Iaxis. My Iaxis looks good. But no, it's a good year for hibiscus. I think, well, hibiscus loves sun, and we've had loads of sun. So.
Yeah. Hazel's just got back from Croatia. Nice holiday, Hazel.
Oh, Croatia's nice, isn't it?
A lot of people talk about Croatia as a holiday destination.
Yeah, it's lovely.
You've been?
Yeah, on a cruise.
Of course you have. Just back from Croatia to discover my skyscraper lilies are taking over. Are they like triffids, Hazel?
Oh, my word.
They really are. Look at that.
They look stunning.
Whoa. Is that first year, Hazel? Or are they more established?
I'm thinking that's second year,
Maybe that's second year.
They look incredible, Hazel.
Love that.
That's why we love skyscrapers, isn't it?
Brilliant, Hazel. Well done.
Yeah. I bet you can't see out that window now, can you? It's all the flowers.
Do you want to do it too? Okay. My fuchsias are getting bigger. Oh, this is Eleanor, sorry. My fuchsias are getting bigger and my hydrangea vanilla phrase, but I've randomly managed to grow a buddleia by accident in my strawberries.
Let's have a look.
I have no idea where it came from. Okay, let's have a look. Oh, that's the vanilla phrase.
Yeah, beautiful.
Nice. Nice.
Well, where's this buddleia?
Hang on. Number 2.
Yeah.
There it is.
There
the
it
buddleia with
is.
the strawberries.
So, buddleias are known to self-seed a lot, you know, and
there's certain varieties that don't.
yeah, like the candy series.
Candy.
You're safe for those, but your regular ones, they do self-seed, so that's where it's popped up. But you could move it. No, don't move it now. But in autumn time, you could move that. Give it some space away from your strawberries because that will take over.
And there's the fuchsias.
Yay.
Beautiful, beautiful fuchsias. I do love the fuchsia
I love
flower.
fuchsias.
They're so good, aren't they?
Make sure you feed those fuchsias. I'm sure you know that already, but they are quite hungry things.
And then the final one, yeah, more fuchsias there. Oh, you look at your little plants down at the bottom. What are you growing down there? Oh, I'm so nosy. Eleanor, looking really good, my
Looking
lovely.
great,
Thank you very much for sending those. Let's
do one
more. All right, Dingo. Morning, Bex and Sean. Yes,
Morning, Dingo.
every doing a drop from YouGarden. Here's a couple of pics to brighten the day. Cheers, Dingo. P.S. A hummingbird hawk moth seen in my garden yesterday.
You love your hummingbirds, Bex.
I do love my hummingbirds. They're so pretty, especially the hummingbird hawk moth. Great picture there.
Yay!
That's a great picture.
That's a close-up. Wow.
Well done, you.
Wow. Wouldn't want you taking a picture of me that close, Dingo, that's for sure.
Oh, look at this. I love that ball in the centre there. I'm going to zoom in. I'm going to see. There he is. Look, there's Dingo taking a picture.
Hey!
Brilliant. And then final picture from Dingo. Let's have a look. Ah, just so much colour and beauty, isn't there?
There really is.
That is... I've forgotten the name.
I have to.
It's there. Anyway, beautiful, Dingo.
Yes.
Thank you very much. We still have emails from David, Andrew, and Nathan, so we'll come to those in a little while.
Will.
If you want to send any, please do YGTV@yougarden.com. We're here till 12.
12 today.
So we've got another hour. We'll do our best to show whatever you send in.
Yeah, but I really appreciate it. We love seeing those. We really did. Right, we have got now the most incredible value Acer collection. This is the size of them right now from our nursery. You get the Atripurpureum, you get the Katsura, modelled beautifully by Bex, and you have got the emerald lace over here. So they're all very different in terms of colour and foliage, lots of different texture, lots of different colours, but they are working out, get this at home, for club members, $22.65 for all three. So that works out
£1.55. Not £1.55.
£7 and 50 something.
55.
55.
I got the 55 bit. I just missed the £1.
Didn't you say £1.55? Yeah. Now that would be a deal.
That would be a great deal.
But that
£7.55.
£7.55, and look at the size of these.
Yeah.
I mean, that is phenomenal. And can I just say, these are a lot bigger than they sometimes can be. You know, they're all already established. Look, so again, look at this. I mean, they are just beautiful, aren't they?
They really are. And
they're really good size, aren't they?
I just wanted to bring the board in to show
Yes.
you, because it's about colour, contrast and combination here. Now, I know looking at them at the moment, there's a variety of green tones, but actually, once these mature and establish, this is why this collection has been put together, because it gives you the widest colour range that you can possibly get here. So the Atropurpurean, which is that one that Sean was just showing you there, it will mature into these wonderful burgundy tones, and actually when the leaves first come out you do get these lovely bright pink red coloured leaves.
That sums it up beautifully on the screen.
It's a gorgeous one. It gets nice and tall as well. Gorgeous upright growth you get from that one. The Emerald Lace is the beautifully finely dissected one, where you do get those wonderful sort of lighter green tones on there. My favourite of all the Acers, you know, the really finely dissected
I agree.
leaves. They're
so delicate looking, aren't
really
they?
delicate looking, and they are the ones that really do need to be sort of more sun protected and wind protected. You know, the bigger leaf shapes can cope with a little bit more. So dappled shade, part shade, and put them in a sheltered spot where they're not in too much wind. And then finally you've got the Katsura included in there, and I always liken this one a bit to the Orange Dream, just because you do get these lovely fiery orange tones on it. At the moment it's very green, but then it matures into the more kind of orangey tones. And so it's been specifically curated and put together specifically so that you get the widest range of those gorgeous colour tones.
Yeah, and you know, I've got a whole side garden that's covered in foliage plants, and I've got Acers there, and I really regret my choices because I've got 3 that are the same.
Right.
And it looks nice.
Yeah.
But to get 3 totally different contrasting Acers is going to give so much more of a big show.
They look so good planted en masse.
And they are, I mean, they're really well established. You know, Acers are not known for fast growth, so to get them already at this kind of size for $22.65, I'm not being funny, but I think in certain garden centres you may pay that sort of price for 1 Acer.
Yeah, definitely, especially of this size.
And actually, if we put that in a bigger pot, you could certainly pay $22.65, because garden centres normally grade plants on pot size.
Yeah.
That is already worthy of a bigger pot.
Yeah.
So the value is incredible. And as Beck said, with Acers, they are easy to grow, but just keep them out of full sun, keep them away from any kind of wind, and they will be very happy. They just want that sheltered, quiet corner.
Yes, indeed. Very easy to look after.
Can we talk about the fall?
Can we talk about the fall? What? I don't get it. What?
So I was with an American friend the other day, and she was talking about the fall.
Oh, talking about the fall. Oh,
yeah,
autumn.
autumn.
Okay, got you. I'm with you.
I bet you might be thinking, what on earth is Sean going on about?
Let's talk about autumn and Acers.
Yes, because they're going to be even more spectacular in autumn time.
The great thing about Acers is that you do get this colour change thing happen with them, right from when they first bring their leaves out in springtime, right the way through to when they drop their leaves in autumn. But they do tend to give you a wonderful fiery blaze of colour just before they drop their leaves. So yeah, it's a really beautiful one for your autumn colour.
And fully winter hardy as well. There's my friend Kathy talking about the fall. She's American, but I thought I actually quite like that as a term.
Fall?
Yeah.
Falling leaves?
Yeah. So it works, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But they are amazing in autumn. Well, if Kathy, if you're watching, they're wonderful in the fall. So we think that is the best value because they are very big, well established. You're getting all 3 for $22.65, working out £7.55 per Acer. Free delivery, don't forget, on everything on the show, as long as you use that off code YGTV 3125. But we do have bigger options available, and this is one we've selected, which is the Emerald Lace. Look, and I mean, yeah.
I look at it, yeah. I mean, it's
1983.
Beautiful. This one, £19.83. That price is incredible for the sort of size of plant that you should be receiving here.
It really is.
Again, one of my favourite types of Acer as well, because you've got the really finely dissected leaves.
And you know, let's talk about the colours you get. Look at that new growth on here.
Yeah.
There's like it's like a copper colour and a limey yellow. I mean, just beautiful. There's a lot to be said about foliage, isn't there? You know, I'm a big fan of foliage areas in my garden. You know, sometimes you don't need lots of flowers, and the foliage on this Acer is outstanding. You know, it really is some of the finest foliage you could ever imagine. I mean, it's so intricate, isn't it? So delicate. Really
intricate, really beautiful, an amazing price for you. Same care instructions, obviously, as we were talking about with the other Acers, but just a big plant for a low price.
And if you're wondering where to put Acers, I know we've talked about them being in sheltered corners, dapple shade, morning sun or evening sun, but they do look really nice near water features and budders, if you're trying to create that sort of like oriental little corner to your garden. And I always think it's really nice to have different sections in a garden.
Yeah, definitely.
And that's what I try and do with mine. I've got like, you know, different areas, different sections, but just a few Acers with a water feature, some nice mood lighting could look absolutely amazing. Now we've also got full-size Aoshi for you as well. So these are the Acers that are in the 3 litre pots, and that was taken this week on the nursery. So that's what they look like. And that's 5-1-752. The Aoshi is more of a variegated Acer, so the leaves have got different patterns. So that's a 9 centimetre, but the 3 litre is obviously a lot more established. But the colours you can really see there, pinks and creams and greens. Club discount price is £14.16. So there's the big one. 5-1-753. And then the other big Acer we've got is Jordan, which again has this stunning foliage that is colour changing. In autumn you get some amazing kind of reds and pinks. Acers do flower when mature, but mine have never flowered. One of Bex's has, but it's an old one. But they are primarily grown for their outstanding foliage. And that's 5-10-3-1-6 for Jordan there. Right, we do need to give you a couple of urgent reminders. Now, no surprises, you have adored the Hydrangea Paniculata Magical Fire. So don't forget, this is part of our magical series. This is one that changes colour. So the flowers start off like a creamy green, and then you start to get flushes of pink, and then the pink becomes more intensified towards the late summer and autumn time. It is a Paniculata, so you get those lovely conical shaped flowers. They make great cut flowers, by the way, great dried flowers as well. Very easy to grow, that one. Sunny position, but when I say sunny, morning sun or evening sun, I would keep out of the sort of like harsh midday sun, and just likes to be moist, so do bear that in mind. Hydrangeas do not like to dry out. 5-1-635, that has proved really popular today. They're really good size actually, so they come in the 3 litre pots, £12.74. And then another hydrangea, if you want something bigger, the hot chocolate can grow to 3-4 metres in terms of height. And what makes it really unusual is the foliage. I mean, you would not just glance at that and go, oh, that's hydrangea. Not at all. But yes, it's got this lovely kind of burgundy foliage. Then it produces these delicate pink flowers on like the chocolate stems. So it's an absolute stunner, but great if you're looking for a hydrangea for maybe the back of a border that gets that little bit bigger. 5-1-507. Now, the most popular plant today has been the Agapanthus Poppin' Purple. Now remember, this variety flowers for longer. So a lot of Agapanthus, you maybe get 6 to 8 weeks of flowers, 6 to 8 weeks, 6, 7 or 8 weeks, but the Poppin' Purple will flower right the way through summer. So sometimes up to 4 months of flowers. So it'd be peak flowers. Medium size for an Agapanthus, about 60 centimetres in terms of height. But it is about the flowering season, this one, that makes it exceptional. And they are in bud and flower right now on the nursery. All 3 of those for £22.97, £19.52 for our discount club members. And then Matt's pick of the show is the Lyciceria, which is the Golden Lanterns Pheasant Berry. It's a huge plant for £11.04 for club members, and it's in bud and flower right now. Loves the sunny spot, will grow to about 2 metres, pretty unfussy when it comes to soil type, and it does produce berries as well, which Beck says could be edible but only when fully ripe. I'm dying to try those. Anyway, I better move on because our Cordyline Magic Star is next. $17.99 or $15.29. Cordylines are lovely architecturally. They're amazing. They create instant impact, structure in a garden. But this is on fire in the centre. It's got these incredible kind of crimson pinks, and then that bleeds into green, and you've got the cream edges as well. Great for pots, and that one is, of course, a sun lover. So a nice sunny spot. 680 305. Right, I have got a couple of quick previews for you as well, because we have got, oh my word, sorry, I had no idea this was this price. We've got the Brownlee apple tree coming up next, $16.99. All I'm going to say is you are going to be gobsmacked how big these are. You are saving £20. They are up to 110 centimetres tall, and we've also got Braeburn, so you've got an eating and you've got a cooking as well. Just stay tuned for those because we are doing them for $16.99, which is absolutely ridiculous. Did you realise with that price, Bex?
No.
No, I didn't. No. I mean, it was on our notes, but
well.
I think I misread it. I think I saw $39.99. Anyway, wait to see those. They're big, they're established, they're in 5-litre pots, and some of them even are bearing fruit right now. So, yeah, good morning. Welcome to our live show. We're here till, of course, 12 o'clock today. We're also live on a Sunday, 9:30 till 12:30.
We are.
It's you and Adam, I think, this Sunday, isn't it?
This week, yep.
Yes, I've got the day off. I'm at another birthday party on Saturday night. So.
Another one?
I know.
He's so popular.
I've got two birthdays this week, so
nice.
Yes, gone are the days where I can be out late and work the next
And
day.
work as well.
Ooh, can't manage that now. I used to be able to. Do you know what? When I was 18, I would literally. You must have been the same.
I would go straight from the party to work.
Yeah, I'd be fine.
I'd go all night.
Yeah.
And then go straight to work.
Yeah. Although
I'm
I have
not sure
to
the quality of my work.
Well, I was just going to say that. So my worst job ever, so I digress, my worst job ever was working for an insurance company filing.
Oh.
I took a year out from college and I worked as an insurance trainee filing, and I was rubbish. But that's probably why, because I was out till about, all night. Yeah. That would make sense, wouldn't it?
That would make sense, yeah.
So anyway, you've got Bex and Adam, who will be bright and breezy this Sunday morning.
We will indeed.
Right, we're going to move on to one of your favourites, though, which is the Echinacea green twister. I just think there are certain standout plants. And this, I mean, I do not know an Echinacea that comes even close to the green twister.
Absolutely. Colour combination, lovely green, pink, green tips on the edges there and into the pink centre, and that wonderful cone there as well. The flowers are stunning, and they're long-lasting, and they're strong, and they're sturdy, and they flower late in the season as well. So I do love these in your herbaceous borders to add that interest into the border a little bit later on in the summertime. Winter hardy, perennial, wildlife love them. You can use them as cut flowers. They look great in sunshine. They're just long-lasting, robust, absolute workhorses. Right,
we are getting orders coming in. Do not forget to use that offer code YGTV3125. That will give you free delivery. I mean, I cannot emphasise enough, the value that you will get on YGTV is absolutely outstanding. You know, it really is. So, do not miss out on the offers today, and do become a club member, because then you get the yellow price, which is 15% lower. So we love those. Then we've also got these amazing Red Baron Bloodgrass, the Imperata. Look at these.
Yeah, really beautiful plants. Amazing value for money as well, because you're getting all three of them. The root system is stonking. That is going to be a really wonderful plant. It's going to spread in your garden as well. Not seed about. I just mean that it's going to form beautiful clumps. So each one of these gets to about 50 centimetres in height and 30 centimetre spread. I was laughing with Matt earlier on in the week about this, actually. When do you describe something as a clump and it's a positive? Only ever in gardening is that a positive term, isn't it?
You are right, actually, yes.
But yeah, it's a clump forming plant, which is brilliant. It means that you can divide those clumps, and I would probably do it every 2 to 3 years, split them in half, or thirds, depending on how big it is, and spread it around your garden. It maintains the vigour of the plant, so it's a really good thing to do, and then you've got the added bonus of getting new plants to spread around your garden.
But the most stunning red tips on that that grass, fully winter hardy, dies down in the winter, I should say, but starts to come back, lovely green shoots in springtime, and then as the summer progresses, gets redder and redder, and then finishes with those burgundy shades in the autumn as well. So all three of those, £12.72 for club members, amazing value, and they are really big right now. I mean, £4 each, that's working it, £4.24 each.
Yeah.
Right, the rose of the week is a Harkness rose. It's a climbing rose known as Summer Sweetheart.
Yeah, beautiful one. Really gorgeous red tones to the petals there. Yellow centres, so it's going to bring the pollinators into the garden, but you've got that lovely contrast between the two colours there. Bees are going to absolutely adore this, and it's great for climbing, whatever it is that you've got for it to climb. So it could be an archway, a pergola, a trellis going up a wall, all of those sorts of things. As long as it's got a support, it will climb for you. And it'll grow to about 3.5 metres ultimately is what it can grow to. A little bit of deadheading throughout the season, that's going to keep those blooms coming. And as Sean said earlier on, it's really about, you know, it's long flowering season, and that's where this is where a climbing rose can add so much interest in your garden for many months.
And remember, because it's been bred by Harkness, who've stopped using pesticides, fungicides way back in the 90s, they were well ahead of their game when it comes to organic gardening. But because this rose has been bred without those harsh chemicals, it is naturally disease resistant, and that does make a difference. You do not want to ever buy. Sometimes you can buy a rose from the supermarket, haven't got a clue about the breeding, and it's just constantly plagued by disease, and that I've had that before, and you just give up on it.
It's important, isn't it? Absolutely. You want to get the best bred roses, and that's what we bring you with our
Harkness
roses.
Extremely well bred, that rose.
Extremely well bred.
It's in the genes.
It's a rose of the week. We're doing a different rose every single week for you, and it's because we've got so many different varieties. We want to be able to showcase them, and that rose of the week means that you're getting a fantastic rose at a brilliant price. You would be paying £30 for this. This is normally our recommended retail price. You go to a garden centre for a potted rose of the quality we're talking about, that is the price you're paying. And
actually, we were talking about gardening in the winter time, and we sell a lot of bare roots in the winter. But you could honestly pay that sort of price for bare root rose, and you've got to do the growing, you've got that journey. This is already in bud, in flower, really well established, ready to find a place in your garden. I would even maybe think about buying two and say, getting that archway you've always dreamed of. You can buy archways really quite cheap now, can't you?
You can make them as well.
You can.
Absolutely, if you're feeling handy.
I'm laughing because DIY is not my strength. But it's very, very easy to train a rose. And you just might be looking at your garden right now thinking, that garage wall looks really messy and old, the fence looks awful. Grow a rose up there and it will absolutely transform it. Right, we have got a very, very exciting blackberry for you next. You get all three of them in the 9 cents reports. The price is ridiculous. It's £10.17 for club members, £11.97 if you're not. But this is rather special. It
is special. I'm going to move this. It is special because you are getting all three of these, and what you can see here is that they gently tumble and cascade, but they don't get massive. Two main reasons to go for this. Well, three. You're going to grow your own blackberries. Brilliant. Secondly, you're going to grow it from a plant that is thorn-free. I can get my hand right in there. Look, there are no thistles. There's no thistles. There's no prickles. There's no thorns. There's nothing to cut my hand. And these plants grow to about, 50 centimetres essentially. Height spread, that sort of thing. So these stay beautifully compact. Perfect for hanging baskets, as we're showing you in the picture there. And you'll be picking sweet, juicy, delicious blackberries that are really good for you. To be honest, you should get some this year, I would say, as well. Hopefully you'll get plants that have got flowers, fruits forming, and you'll be picking those towards the end of summer, early autumn.
Yeah, I would definitely expect to get some this year because these are from the nursery right now. They've got flowers on, some are forming fruits. I love the fact that this just means even if you've just got a small garden, you can grow your own blackberries. And one thing that Bex and I have been very lucky to have gone to Chelsea the past couple of years, the Chelsea Flower Show, and a lot of the gardens there are incorporating fruit and veg more and more into everyday gardens. Gone are the days where your back garden is fruit and veg, your front garden is all flowers, or you've got to have a separate area. And these naturally blend themselves in to all of your other perennials and flowers in your garden. So yeah, hanging baskets, pots, containers, they just look fantastic. Neat, compact, you get lovely flowers, gorgeous fruits for many, many years to come. I think they're really clever, don't you?
Yeah, really clever.
Really
it's something we do very well here. The miniature versions of various plants, in actual fact, and it's something I really appreciate. I don't have a massive garden. I've got a normal sized garden, but I want to fit as many things in that garden as I possibly can. So the miniaturized versions of things really work.
Yeah, really does. And the fact that they're thorn-free, you know. Matt singing, thorn-free, free of all thorns, compact and neat. We'll leave it there, shall we? You've got to be a certain age to know that theme tune. Don't encourage me, Matt, through there. Don't encourage me. Right, we are going to... Do you know that theme tune?
I do.
Yes,
I do.
Good.
Can't remember what it's from, though.
Born Free.
Is it a program?
It's called Born Free, yeah.
I know the song. I can't think of the programme, though.
Think of big cats.
Yeah, I don't know.
OK.
Might be before my time.
Right.
Sorry.
I'm a little bit older than Bex, as you probably realised.
Just a little bit.
Right, Salvia Amistad is next.
I like being the youngest, other than Matt. Oh no, other than Matt and Stu.
I must admit,
I'll move on.
I don't like getting older. I'm sure you're the same at home, but you've got no choice, have you?
You got no choice.
So, and I mean, the good thing is, I think, as you get a bit older, I think you do appreciate your gardens maybe a bit more.
Yeah, definitely.
So
certainly happened to me.
Yeah. So there are some advantages getting older, but not many. Right, so this is the Salvia Amistad, which is a very mature plant for its price.
Yeah, big, honestly. For the £11 and 4 pence that you're paying, this is an incredible price. I mean, our RRP at $14.99, I would suggest that's really low considering the size of the plants that we've got for you. It's a dramatic, very beautiful, outstanding plant, intense purple colour that you get from this. It's award-winning with the RHS Award of Garden Merit and their badge of Perfect for Pollinators. It's a beautiful one. Could get quite big. I'm going to say ultimate height, this could reach about 4 feet, so maybe up to about 1.20 meters in height. Great for your herbaceous borders, this. A perennial plant that would come back for you, but I think good layer of mulch will make sure that happens. They'd probably get through a mild winter, but you want to ensure its survival and success, so just a good layer of mulch on it.
But a stunning colour, isn't it?
Really stunning. And I love how you get those flowers sort of opening in succession as well. I mean, you can see the one at the front there. It's just starting to open up at the bottom, but then you've got the other ones that are going to start opening up, and that's going to be absolutely amazing.
I love purple in the garden. I've got a lot of purple in my garden. I think it looks great with whites, looks lovely amongst pinks, but also purple can look great with orange. And if you've got orange geums and things like that, you know, Bex, just stand near this, you'll see, don't you see? Orange, purple, just can look quite striking, can't it?
It does, it's a really striking colour combination.
So I like that one a lot. Big plant, as you can see, in the 3 litre pot. Small price, £11 and 4 pence, 5.60, 5.16. Right, if you are new to the live stream, good morning. Welcome to YGTV. Free delivery on everything on the show as long as you use that special off code, which is YGTV 3125. Always put that in your basket. That will unlock all the promotions, save you money, but will also give you free postage. And to order, you can either order on the website, YouGarden.com, or if you prefer to give us a call, have a little chat, 0844 502 0050. But whatever plants you're buying today, you want to give them the very best start. We've done the growing for you. So you'll be buying really strong, healthy plants with great root systems. But where do they go from there? They go in your garden, in your pots, containers. Give them the best compost. I think both of us, it's fair to say, whenever we're putting any new plant in our garden, we always give them this compost.
Yeah,
always.
I have used other stuff.
What?
And I always regret it every single time.
It's only when we run out.
Yeah, look, I regret it every single time.
Same here.
I told the story about my calla lilies, haven't I, where I planted them and I'd run out of compost, so I went and bought some stuff, and the first year they sort of grew and they were okay, and then this year they've come up and they're just really floppy and awful. And I'm putting it down to the compost. I genuinely think it's that compost. It's the best, and we want your plants to have the best. There are cheaper composts out there, but we always tell you, and it is so true, It's a false economy to buy cheap compost because your plants won't thrive. It can often lead to the death of them as well, unfortunately. You want the biggest, you want the best, you want the most flowers, you want the best fruit production, you've got to feed them the best. And to feed them the best, they have to be in the best compost. And this is packed with amazing ingredients. I'm going to start with the texture because I do really like this. I think it's because I've got clay soil in my garden.
Yes.
I think that's why I'm so attracted to the texture of this compost.
So different from your clay soil.
So different. Okay.
It's like night and day.
This compost is made up of about 50% composted wood fibre, and it's amazingly well composted. There's no great big sticks, twigs, logs, chunks, lumps. You've got none of that in here. It's a beautiful, fine, light, airy texture, and that is amazing for plants, for root growth. It allows the roots to get in there, to spread, to reach for their nutrients, their water, and form a really strong root structure. And a strong-rooted plant is going to be the best, isn't it? It's going to give you the strongest plant, the healthiest plant, the biggest flowers, and it's going to deal with any stress that it might encounter.
And here's me potting up the pub garden that I look after, and everything is in our premium professional compost, and it does all thrive. Now, you've also got different types of peat in there. We have reduced the content over the years, but we put in the minimum amount to give maximum results. And there's white peats rather dark peats. You've also got renewable peats, like sphagnum moss peat. And don't get us wrong, peat-free sounds great, but in reality, we don't think we're quite there yet. I know I have tried a few, and they just, particularly this summer as well, I did try a few things in peat-free, which were coir based, and they dried out so quickly all the time.
We do have peat-free available.
We do.
It's on the website if you desperately want to be peat-free, and I think it's the best of the peat-frees out there. But we do know that we get better results from this one.
Yeah.
You've also got slow-release fertiliser in here. You'll find some balls when you start going through the compost. They're sort of green, tan, orange colours. They're not snail's eggs, as somebody once thought. It is a slow-release fertiliser. It breaks down and releases this fertiliser into the compost that's going to stay active for up to 6 months, 4 to 6 months, and then that's going to feed your plants for when you forget to do it.
And you know what? I've been gardening the past couple of days, and with the best will in the world, I had planned on feeding at the end of the day.
Yes.
So I got all the weeding done, got all the deadheading done, did a lot of cutting back, did the lawn, the hedges. But then I'm out of time, so nothing got fed. And it's always last on the list. You really should feed your plants, particularly this time of year. But as Beck said, that's like an insurance. You've got up to 5-6 months of slow-release fertiliser in there to really make sure your plants do get the nutrients that they need and deserve.
It's a pH balance, so it's just in the middle, just left of the middle, basically. So it's the perfect spot for the majority of your plants. We've got 1 or 2 on the show today that would require the ericaceous, like the citrus plants. You need your ericaceous compost for those.
Yes.
But 98%, I'm going to say, of the things that you plant in your garden are going to absolutely adore being in this compost. And plus, remember, this is great for your houseplants as well.
And then you've also got, and I love this one, you've got a wetting agent. Now, this has been so important this year because it has been dry. It has been it's been a great summer, but many of you will have had extremely dry weeks. And the wetting agent on this, basically, when you water the compost, the water and the compost stick together. The compost rehydrates very, very quickly. And that does make a difference. A lot of, particularly the coir-based ones, if you water them and they're all dry, quite often the water just goes straight over the top.
It takes ages to get it to actually soak in.
It just sits, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But with this, it reabsorbs that water really quickly. So, yes, that wetting agent has been particularly important this summer. Now, the value is incredible. The price of this went down earlier in the year, and it stayed down. So, for club members, you get 100 litres delivered free of charge for $21.23. That's the best price I think we offer anyway. It really is. So don't forget, for all of you club members, every time you order our compost, you save £3.75. So make sure you stock up today. That is 100-125. Right, I think it's time to do a few more emails. Can we? Is that right, Matt? Or should we do this? Actually, we have got these amazing apple trees coming up. Okay. So look at these, look at the price, $16.99. We've got a Bramley and we've got a Braeburn. So we've got a cooking and we've got an eating. They are huge. They are coming up in a moment, so stay tuned.
All right, David, love this email. He says, it's David, my first YouGarden order was Magic Star last year. This is it now.
Look at this.
So there it is, look. What? Surrounded by all those petunias. He's got it in a pot there in the centre. Looking beautiful. I love it.
Such a lovely colour, isn't it?
Gorgeous colour.
Yeah.
Thank you for
Love
that,
the
David.
petunias as well. They're looking
really good first order, that as well.
Yes.
Brilliant. Andrew sent in some pictures of hydrangeas, basically, I think. So the first two were bought earlier in the year. The bigger one is a few years old. So let's have a little look at Andrew's hydrangeas.
Andrew, beautiful. A little bit of cheeky lighting by the side of it, I've noticed.
Ooh.
Of course.
And ooh.
Lovely hydrangeas.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Nice one, Andrew. Thank you for those. Nathan. The view from my door. Nathan's about to make us all jealous right now. Here you go. Oh, do I need to go the other way? I'm just...
This is such a full garden.
Look at it!
That is a tropical paradise, isn't it?
Wowza. Just have a little wander
Love
out
that.
in there.
All the palms, the bananas there.
Got a
Just
eucalyptus.
Incredible.
Got some
Canna lilies there as well in full flower.
very nice.
Yeah.
Nice one, Nathan.
Really nice, Nathan.
Good garden. That's what I'm aiming for in the next one. Andrew sent a picture of his trio of Acers bought from the previous channel. Can't remember the varieties. I mean, I think one of them's an Atropurpureum.
Yeah, in the centre.
I think you might have an Orange Dream, I'm not sure. But yeah, this is exactly what we talk about with Acers together and en masse, and especially that contrast. Look at that contrast that you're getting. It's amazing, isn't it?
No,
Beautiful.
we've just had a question from Neil. Is it Neil A or the other Neil?
Neil A.
Neil A. I think he asked me this one the other day. Maybe I was a bit vague, Neil. He said, how often should you feed plants at this time of year? And I think I replied saying it does depend on the plant. But summer bedding, like all of my pots and containers and hanging baskets that are full of annuals, I feed those once a week when I come in. Well, when I've got the time.
You can go up to twice a week with summer bedding in the height of summer, but I always say, look, if you just feed once a week, you can't go too far wrong. Every plant is slightly different, and if you want to learn about each and every individual plant, then go for it. But essentially, I think once a week throughout summer, you can't go wrong.
I tend to do my pots and containers once a week, but my beds and borders, I tend to maybe a couple of times a month.
Yeah.
But that's me, you know. But you can overfeed. That's the only thing, Neil. What you don't want to be doing is feeding, 3 or 4 times a week.
Yeah.
So I think pots, containers once a week in the height of summer, beds and borders once or twice a month.
2 more. Quick question from Andrew. Do you prune the blackberries like other blackberries, and would we put all 3 in one basket? Depends on the size of the basket. They're going to spread and cascade. I would go 1 per basket, and you are getting 3, so you can choose what to do with the other one.
Because they're going to go 50 by 50, so bear that in mind.
And you would just prune like you would any other blackberry plant. It's exactly the same care of those. And then Kevin has sent in... Right, hang on. Bex and Sean, just a few photos of my garden, including a confused bulb. No one told it Caribbean lilies should not be trying to flower now. And this is
They're flowering now?
This is from Kevin Julie in Cleethorpes. Now, hang on a minute, because Kevin Julie, you haven't emailed for a while. Thanks for sending your pictures. Let's just scroll through these, shall we? They've sent a lot of pictures in, and I can just scroll through. Love the view of that.
This is amazing.
Love that hosta's looking good. You've got your lilies. You've got your tower pot in there.
All your begonias at the back.
Is that a lobelia in there? I think that's a
Speciosa.
lobelia,
Looks like it, yeah.
I love that little tower of pots as well. Look at that.
Yeah, full of begonias. Lovely.
And then we're going on for some more lilies. We've got the Verbena bonariensis in there.
Was that Nandina?
Could be a Nandina, absolutely.
Nice palm.
Kevin, Julie, I love your garden. I don't think I've seen so much of it previously. And there's the Caribbean lily trying to flower.
My word.
How crazy is that?
Do you know what? I think the weather this year has really, really confused plants.
Look at it.
So I think my mum's ceanothus is about to all flower again.
Yeah?
I know.
I mean, they do tend to throw up a few flowers.
No, it's
flower.
literally, because I cut it back a bit yesterday, and then so I looked close, and it looks like the whole thing is covered in buds again.
Really?
Honestly, yeah. I was like, how?
How?
I know you sometimes get like a few random, like, the odd, but no. I know.
Wow.
So, yes. Anyway, any more extras?
No, we've caught up on the emails. I was just looking in the chat just to see if there was any more comments. Oh, Bex, you're mirroring the photos. Didn't see the last ones. Oh, and then you saw them.
Good.
Sorry. Okay, fine. Caught up with that. Neil says he wished he had space for the apple trees. Right, we're going to talk about the apple trees. Oh, and Ellen has just said all my primroses are flowering again. They absolutely shouldn't be flowering yet. No.
Hey!
And that's weird because it's been so warm.
Now,
maybe you saw the heat and then the rain.
Maybe.
Maybe that's done something.
So, here's one that's flowering in my garden right now that I can never get to flower, my Cordyline.
Is it?
Now! It's flowering now. And that really shouldn't be flying now, should it? I mean, that should have been months ago. Yeah, blue herring, Cordyline, all in flower, all three of them.
Brilliant.
Right, we've got a stunning deal on apple trees right now. Again, if you're a regular, you'll know we would charge in the wintertime $16.99 for a bare root. These are in 5-litre pots. They're up to 110 centimetres tall. Some have got fruit on. We are not going to guarantee that, but the odd one has got a bit of fruit on it. They're grafted, so they're going to stay nice and compact. The price today, if you've always wanted a Bramley apple tree, $16.99, and that is the price for that.
That's the Bramley that you can see there. So that's the Bramley apple tree in the 5-litre pot. £20 saving right now. That one's got an apple growing on it. So you could be growing your own cooking apple. The Bramley, the king of the cooking apples. And you could be doing it in a relatively smaller space. The plant has been grafted. You can see the graft point here. Now this is going to grow to, I mean, ultimately maybe about 2.5 metres, and obviously you're going to need a little bit of space for the spread of the branches up at the top there, but it could happily be container grown. So in our heavy duty pots would be the perfect place for it.
So, I mean, we've got the 30 litres, which are great, but you could go up to the 50 litres with this one.
Absolutely.
But it's never going to get huge. 2.5 metres, as Beck said there, $16.99. I'm thinking, I mean, I love an apple sauce with my roast pork, but I love an apple pie, apple crumble.
Yeah,
I mean, loads, you know,
and
loads.
And this is the thing with the Bramley, because it's got this lovely sort of soft, light, fluffy texture once it's been cooked, and which is why it's such a good cooking apple.
Sorry, there's a whole story of the Bramley apple, you know. There is. It's a long story, and I can't remember all of it. But it was a lady that literally threw some pips in the ground,
right?
And it produced this amazing tree. And it was only when the house was sold, and the guy that bought it, his name was Bramley, something Bramley, and he got the name for the apple tree and started taking cuttings and propagating it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's where it came from.
Yeah, but it was literally like a freak tree that was produced. It's about 200. The original tree is still alive.
Is it?
Yeah, it's about 200 years old. That was a very sort of like those are like the bare facts of the story. But yeah, amazing. But yeah, it's now the nation's favourite cooking apple, and in 1999. But yeah, go online and just type in the history of the Bramley apple. It's quite fascinating. But that is the size you're going to get, $16.99. Grab it today. And then we've also, if you think, well, I like an eating apple. What's the nation's favourite eating apple, Bex?
It's the Braeburn, which is the one that we've got for you here. Move that one out of the way. So yes, you've got the Braeburn apple tree here, again in the 5-litre pot, and this one is £16.99. Here are the beautiful apples that you could be growing on this plant as well. Now, Braeburn is the #1 eating apple in the UK. You can then plant this in a sunny spot. You can plant it in your pots. You can plant it in your borders. Again, it's not going to get too big. We're talking maybe about 2.5 metres. Is it a grafted one? Yes, it is. Another grafted one, so it keeps it a little bit more compact for you. You've got the RHS Award of Garden Merit on here. You've got the RHS badge that says it's perfect for pollinators, because of course you get that blossom earlier on in the year that can then ripen and turn into these beautiful fruits for you. Don't worry about the fertility of it. It is self-fertile, but even if it wasn't, there are so many apple trees. You don't have to worry. It will get pollinated.
Can I just go back to the Bramley apple tree? Because I wasn't making that story up. I've just got it now. Are you ready for this? 1809, a young girl named Mary Ann Brailsford, living in Southwell, planted some apple pips in her garden. One of these grew into a vigorous tree that produced large sour apples perfect for cooking. The name Bramley came about in the 1940s when a local butcher, that was it, Matthew Bramley, bought the cottage and the garden where the tree was growing. And then a nurseryman recognised that the apple's exceptional cooking qualities, so the name Bramley was agreed on the condition that the apple bear his name. Yeah, and the tree's still alive, I'm curious. Hang on. Today, the Bramley is UK's favourite apple, we know that. The original tree still stands in Southwell, over 200 years old.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's got an amazing story, hasn't it?
Southwell.
Southwell, yeah.
That's Nottingham way, isn't it?
Yeah, Nottingham way, yeah.
Southwell, yeah.
We could go, is it from Southwell?
Yeah.
Southwell.
I always used to say Southwell, but no, it's Southwell.
But,
Found out.
Yeah, so the original tree is still alive today, 200 years later.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
I wonder if you can go and visit it. That would be pretty awesome.
Yeah, I think you can.
Can you?
Yeah.
Oh,
They celebrate, they have
My husband's family are from Nottingham, so I go up there a lot.
But I knew there was like a really great story to it. Anyway, there you go. Got there in the end. So yes, if you'd like the Braeburn apple tree, think about its history. You know, 200 years old. Then you can go for it now at $16.99, or you can go, of course, for the Braeburn. I'd go for both. It's nice to have a cooker and an eating, isn't it?
It'd be good to have a cooker and an eater, absolutely. And then you've got both options in your garden. They can all be container grown. They're all winter hardy. They're really well established. And the prices that we've got on these at the moment is incredible, particularly when you look at the size of the plant.
Yes.
Good plants, right?
Are you still there, Matt, by the way? Oh, there he is. Good. So I thought I'd lost him. I think Matt was just amazed with that story.
Make sure you use that code, please, the YGTV 3125, because you want to get that big saving. You want to get the £21, and it's going to unlock the free postage. Everything in the shed today, well, every week, gets delivered with free postage, but only if you use that code.
And I was just thinking, I was about to say, you could easily pay £40 for that in a nursery. You know, that is our recommended retail price, and it's a very good price. But club members, $16.99. And to be able to grow your own apples in a small space, that's what those two trees are all about. Right, I feel a storm coming. A storm!
Well, we're going to give you the storm cloud. We're actually going to give you 3 of them. This is the geranium storm cloud you're looking at. Love the colour of these flowers, but I also love the contrast with the foliage. The storm cloud name being the perfect name for this because it's got real moody foliage. This is the picture. Every time I see it, this is what makes me fall in love with this plant. I think that is a stunning display. And in a pot or a container like that, that is show-stopping. Plus, you'll get a long-lasting flower display from about May through to August is when you'll have these flowers.
And they're all in bud right now, so in the next week or two they will be out in flower.
Loads of buds up here, look.
And you know, many of you'll know if you're regular, we love the geranium Roseanne. That's one of the most popular hardy geraniums, probably the most hardy, popular hardy geranium that we bring you. But the storm cloud, I think, you know, the geranium Roseanne is a very popular geranium that you do see in a lot of gardens.
You do.
You really do. And I love it, really love it. But the storm cloud is a bit different because of the foliage.
Definitely, and people will be drawn to it, but we always say hardy geraniums, everybody should have hardy geraniums in there. I know we talk a lot about Roseanne, but absolutely get something a little bit different in there. It would work nicely alongside your Roseanne in actual fact. So I think, you know, the two could work really well together. It is exceptionally long flowering, it's quite vigorous, it's easy to grow, it's robust, it's hardy. It just disappears in winter and comes back next year.
I'm actually thinking of putting hardy geraniums in the pub garden next year.
Oh yeah, nice.
Yeah, I just get a bit tired of just doing summer bedding every year.
Yeah.
You know, because it's a lot of expense.
You can add some
still
bedding in around.
Some, yeah. But,
add some perennials.
And they look great in beds, borders, pots, containers, really easy, and are not a fussy plant. So sun, pipe shade, most soil types, a really easy one, but really beautiful. And an investment now for many, many years to come. Now, we've also got a beautiful poppy for you next.
Yeah. Now, we brought this in last week, and it was
really
quite
popular, wasn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. So hopefully, there's a few of you maybe that didn't get hold of it last week. We do still have some available of these. You're going to get 3 of the 9-centimetre pots, and it's going to produce some really gorgeous poppies and a red poppy as well. You know, remembrance. We obviously think about red poppies at that time of year. It might have meaning to you, or it might just be you love the poppy and the bright red flower with that really intricate, beautiful centre. They are so interesting. You know, the shape of that flower when you look inside it is incredible. Pollinators, of course, absolutely adore this. And poppies are quite eager to naturalise. So once you've got these in your garden, it could be that these will spread about for you and give you even more beauty. Country cottage garden, this is a staple.
Yeah, and by buying them now, getting them established, you'll get so many poppies next year and for many years to come. Love a sunny spot, nice well-drained soil again, but easy to grow and so rewarding.
And big flowers as well.
Yes.
They can be a good sort of 15, 20 centimetres across, can't they?
Big and blousy.
Really big, beautiful flowers.
And that is 561213. Right, we're going to move on to one of the easiest plants you could ever grow in your garden, Nandina Obsessed. Now, again, we sell Nandina Obsessed every week of the year, but the current stock is amazing.
It's looking really good, isn't it? I mean, it's got a bit of growth on, which we're really enjoying. And it's the new growth that comes through that gives you those lovely fiery tones. That's what I really like about this, having the multiple colours on the one plant at the same time. Bulletproof, this one. Absolutely tough, resilient, hardy, very, very simple and easy to grow. And the thing I always say about Nandina is it doesn't matter where you live in the country, it's going to grow. So coastal locations, brilliant. I love this combination with the festuca grass. I think that is an amazing combo. But yeah, coastal locations, it can cope with salty sea air. You were saying like polluted areas, like city areas,
there's some growing by the side of the
centres.
road. I mean, there's a little toast house near Stamford, a town which is local to me, and there's literally a row of this pretty much on the roadside. So there's cars passing that every few seconds, but it thrives there. It really does. Sunny
spot is perfect for it, but another thing with Nandina is they can cope with a more shady spot as well. You do get better colour, I'm going to suggest, from your foliage plants than Nandinas in a more sunny spot. But I've got my firepower, for example, in quite a shady spot, and I still get an amazing colour display from it.
Disease resistant, evergreen.
Yeah, slugs and snails don't eat them.
In fact, as you said, bulletproof. It's true. And I always think in a garden, and I've really learnt this with my garden, you do need certain areas to have plants that look good all year round. You know, if everything dies back in the winter, the garden can look, deathly. It can look really, really sad in the winter. If too many of your plants are high maintenance, your garden becomes a little bit of a chore. So to have plants like this that look good every single day of the year, that are so easy to grow. And this makes a great, I always think when you're doing a pot, it's great to have something really reliable in the centre and then to plant around it seasonally. So that, you've got lots of pots, imagine that in the centre of a pot, and then summer bedding, spring bulbs, got spring bulbs coming up, is it next week?
I know they're
here, aren't they?
They're starting to come in. When we're going to be bringing them here, I don't know. But yeah, we will be starting bulb season soon. Next
few weeks. But spring bulbs around that look fantastic. Winter bedding. But that will be a really reliable plant in your garden for many years to come. This one goes a little bit taller, about 1 metre, so 1.20 metres.
About 4 feet, ultimately is what it can get to. But it's, it's not the fastest growing plant, so it's not going to take over. But I have been talking about growing if you want to grow sort of low hedge border, this would be the perfect option if you've got multiples of them. And it would look amazing all year round. And there's some planted in a house just around the corner from me at their front garden. And they've got this next to lavender, which looks really nice.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah.
Now, do not be perturbed by the little name saying sacred bamboo.
Yeah, don't be put off.
Yeah, it's not a bamboo. I think that it looks and feels a bit like a bamboo, but it is not part of the bamboo family, so it's not going to be invasive.
Say bamboo again.
Bamboo. Wow.
Me old bamboo, me old bamboo. Sorry.
Have you lost it, Bex?
I think I might be losing it. I think I need my holiday.
Yeah.
I need my holiday.
Hey, yes. Now, do you remember, those regulars, do you remember, all Bex did last year was complain she couldn't afford a holiday.
I couldn't afford
a holiday. Do you remember?
She only went this year.
Hey?
It's been a better year. I can afford to go on holiday this
year. First time we've been abroad for how many years?
I think it's 5.
No.
Maybe 4 years.
Really?
Yeah.
See, when you've got kids, that's what happens. Yeah. Isn't it true? Matt's agreeing.
I mean, I wouldn't change them for the world. No, I wouldn't, obviously.
No, you wouldn't.
But I'd like to go on holiday more often.
Yes. So Bex has got a holiday coming up. Right, Nandina, if you like it, go for it right now. And then we're going to move on to one of my favourites, Lobelia.
Yeah, I love this one.
Really unusual, this one. It's one that you don't see in the nurseries. I don't know why, but it's called black pearl. Do you know, again, we talk about random flowering. We always say this flower is normally sort of like March time, April.
You normally get you get it in spring, and then you get a secondary flowering, but later on, like September, October time, don't you?
Yeah, so mine's in flower now.
Of course it is.
Yeah, seriously. I was doing the garden yesterday, and it was like, my Lobelia is in flower. So it does sometimes randomly churn out flowers when you least expect it. It is evergreen. It gives that lovely, I say evergreen, ever burgundy, that lovely foliage. And I think this plant works really well. We had the Acers earlier. I think it works really well with Acers. It works great with an Nandina, actually.
Absolutely perfect for the shady spots in your garden. It kind of wants to be in a part shade or more shady spot in the garden. It doesn't want to be in a full sun position. So if you've got your hostas, you've got your acers, and you've got your fatsias, those sort of more shady areas of the garden, this is going to work beautifully. The foliage, I mean, it's called black pearl for a reason, because it is almost black. It's got a burgundy tinge to it, but in certain lights it could be almost black. And then it's that combination. Look at these flowers. They are incredible. They're like a neon pink.
Yeah.
They're so bright.
They're like ribbons, aren't they?
Yeah.
Fireworks. But it does have that kind of oriental feel to it. So yes, it again looks great by water features, Buddhas, that tranquil corner. Normally winter hardy, but I would give it a shelter position and make sure it's not in like a boggy site.
Yeah.
So just make sure, you know, it's in a nice well-drained soil and works great in a pot as well. My mum's got hers in a pot and it looks absolutely fantastic with a little bit of white gravel around it, really quite striking. So that's the Lobelia Black Pearl 510 604. Really unusual, really beautiful. And we're going to stay dark and moody.
Yes, we are.
Because we are going to move on to, I pronounce this Ophiopogon.
Ophiopogon. We don't care.
We don't.
We're not fussy.
Tomato. But I have got it in my garden and it's a stunner.
It is. It's a beautiful one. I actually really like it when it's young like this, and you can see the real green bits in the centre there. And then it matures into those really wonderfully black leaves. And this is one of the few plants that we can say that actually is black. Like, it is properly, beautifully dark coloured, isn't it? Totally hardy, almost indestructible, this. No maintenance whatsoever, and very, very beautiful and unusual.
And I know when we brought you the red barren bloodgrass earlier, a lot of you said, oh, is it evergreen? That one wasn't, but this does stay.
It does.
Evergreen or ever black.
Ever black, yeah.
All winter long.
Very versatile plant as well, this, because it can cope with so many different things. It can go into sun or shade. It can cope with drought or wet weather. It's not actually that fussed about that either. And versatile in where you're going to put it in the garden, because I think this would work beautifully in a rockery, but it'd work great at the front of borders. It doesn't get too tall, so front of borders I would suggest, or pots, containers. You know, there's so many places for it to go. It's also a clump forming plant.
So again, you can divide it.
You can
and
indeed.
It does produce little flowers in the summertime, followed by those berries as well. So it is really interesting. It is quite slow growing. You know, don't expect it to treble in size overnight, but it does look good every single day of the year. It's beautiful, really is, and looks great on mass, great for the edges of borders. Only goes to about 20, 30 centimetres or so really nice and compact. Right, I don't know where the time has gone, but we are nearly out of time, so we are just going to give you a little reminder of some of the favourites. So this is the Salvia amistad, a beautiful salvia that produces these huge spikes of purple flowers. It's been it's in the top 3 in terms of popularity, actually. 56516 at just £11.04.
Next up, we had the Echinacea green twister. Now, a wonderful perennial plant, completely winter hardy. Another one that's almost bulletproof, to be honest with you. Put it in a sunny spot, it'll disappear underground in winter, coming back every year, forming clumps that you can divide around your garden, and also bringing all those gorgeous pollinators in. But this is very much about that colour combination. You want something a bit different, a bit unusual. Echinacea green twister is what to go for. £12.72 discounted club price. We've given you a half price deal, but then by being a club member, you get an extra 15% discount.
Now, just making it into the top 3 this week, we have got our Agapanthus popping purple. So glad you've gone for this. So you're going to get 3 of these in the 9cm pots. They are all in bud or flower pretty much right now. But the great thing about this particular variety, it excels in terms of its flowering season. A lot of Agapanthus, their flowering season is short-lived, maybe 6-8 weeks, but this one can flower up to 4 months.
68 weeks?
6 or 8 weeks. 6 to 8 weeks, that'd be good. But no, this can flower up to 4 months. So
wow, that's amazing.
I know. Really, really outstanding in terms of its flowering performance, and a beautiful purple colour there. 511523 is the item for the next item now.
Right, this one is potentially going to take over from Agapanthus. It's hot on the heels. So it's the Lysosteria golden lanterns, or pheasant berry, and it's a stunning plant, but also phenomenal price that you've got here. Now the foliage appears in spring, and it's a lovely golden green colour, but then you get these flowers in summertime, quite long lasting as well. You get a good few months of the flowers, and then those can turn into these beautiful berries that birds love, but apparently are very tasty once they are mature. Please do your research before you start eating your plants. You are getting an amazing plant. The size of them is incredible right now, and it's just £11.04 delivered price. Enter the code, please, YGTV 3125. That's how you're going to get your £12 saving on this, but it will also take off the £6.99 postage.
And then we had a beautiful Acer collection, the Acer palmatum collection. You get the Atropurpureum you're looking at right now. That's that lovely, rich kind of burgundy bronze foliage. You will also get the emerald lace, and this is one of the most intricate dissected Acers that you will ever find. It is truly, truly beautiful. And then finally, you will get the Katsura, which is a little bit like the Orange Dream, where you get these stunning orange and yellow shades as well. All 3 of those already really well established to 1.5 litre pots, and the club price with your 15% off is £22.65, £26.65 if you're not a club member. And then we brought you the Imperator Red Baron Bloodgrass. Wow, look at the colour of this. Now, they're really big right now. They're about, I would say, about 60 centimetres tall. You've got stunning red tips to the foliage. These are fully winter hardy. They die down in the winter, but come back every single spring bigger and stronger. Really striking, and just £12.72, 560,017.
And of course, if you are getting anything today, then you do need to consider the premium professional compost. It comes to you as 2 50-litre bags, and it is the best compost you will ever use. Please check the reviews on this. Have a little look. We sell so many of this. This particular item. It's the item we sell the most of here at YouGarden, and people constantly come back and tell us how good it is, and they come back and buy more. If you've ever had a bad experience with a company or a product, you don't go back and buy it again, do you? So the fact that we get loads of people coming back time and time again and say that they will not use anything else, that should tell you how good this is. It is a peat reduced compost. It's got a slow release fertilizer. It's got a wetting agent. It's got composted wood fibre. The texture of this will blow your mind. But the most important thing is your plants will be very, very happy and give you their best displays. 100125 is the item number. There's no limit on how many you can buy, and the great thing is free postage direct to your door. Make sure you use the code to get the saving and the free postage.
I'll tell you what, it is amazing to think how heavy that compost would be. We'll deliver it free.
Absolutely.
You know? Now we have got a rose of the week, and it's a climber. It's known as Summer Sweetheart. It's been bred by Hartness. We're climbed about 2.5 metres. It's got a lovely kind of delicate fragrance. Very easy to grow, this one. Just needs full sun. You could grow it in a pot actually, but make sure it's a decent sized pot. And that is a rose of the week, reduced from nearly £30 to £14.45 for club members. 531005. Now don't forget, you can order after the show. You can order anytime, but always use that offer code, which is valid for this week, YGTV 3125. And if you're not a club member, join right now. It's £10 for the year, and that will automatically give you 15% off your order today. And that's on all the plants, the pots, and the compost as well. Right.
There was lots of things that we did not get to show you today because it's just a 2-hour show on a Thursday. So just looking behind me now, I can see a few. Like there was the big citrus plants. There's the Trachlospermum star jasmine. There's the amazing lilac plant. There was a few hydrangeas and things. If you want to have a little look at what was available on the show, or is still, with that free postage, just go to YouGarden.com. There'll be a Live Now button. Click on there, scroll down, and then you'll see everything that was selected for this week's shows. Those are the ones that are available with the free postage.
It was a shame, but we didn't get to see.
Excuse me.
There's a citrus collection. There it
Excuse
is. You see that there? Now, it's not actually at £50. When you add that...
yeah, put it in your basket and enter the code.
Right, let's have a little look.
We're going to do it. We're going to do it. Do it live. YGTV 3125.
Right.
Did you put 3-1? I think you put 2-1, Matt. It's 3-1.
YGTV 3125, and that should give you an extra discount on that.
It should indeed. There you go. Oh, hang on, it's still saying £50. All right, we're going to have to look at that. It's still coming up at 50. It's 40. It's supposed to be £42.50. So apologies. Yes. We'll send a message straight after this and get them to look at that. But we've got it on our show plan as £42.50, and it would be free postage. Yes. So I'm sure Matt will get in touch with somebody and get to look at that.
And don't forget, we have got the fantastic Trachelispernum Jasminoides Climbing Star Jasmine at £9.95, which is this one here. Yeah. Which smells divine.
I love it.
Yeah. A lot of you have been asking, oh, what's the best climber to get right now that smells divine?
So good.
Doesn't get better than that.
Right, we're going to say goodbye now, I think. Sean's going off for a jolly to a birthday party. I will be staying...
You've got TikTok, haven't you?
I'm staying in the potting shed, so if you want to stick around and see us on TikTok from about 1 o'clock, we've got to change the shed around and eat something. But hopefully from about 1 o'clock, we'll be live on there if you want to come and join us.
And I'm on QVC on Saturday at 12. Nice. A completely different lineup there. And then you're back with YouGarden on Sunday.
Sunday, yeah, from 9:30 on Sunday. I'll be with myself and Adam in the potting shed if you want to come and see us then.
But a massive thank you. We particularly love seeing your photos today as well. They were fantastic. Yeah. So from myself, Sean Ryan, Bex Edwards, the lovely Matt, we'll see you very soon, wherever, with YouGarden. Take care.